Very badly kept one. This time I'm gonna have the chat in front. I did.
think
Who's
there's-
gonna
I
believe
think
like
there's
some weird
evidence
Canadian
of you.
person? Oh look, it's going. Just on time.
We're just starting.
Yeah,
Hello?
we've
Hi, you
just
have
been
missed all of the
doing nothing.
inane conversation beforehand to arrive
Yeah,
just on time.
Well, that works then.
yeah,
You also missed gaslighting Ven, but
yeah. It was fun.
8, 9, 10, 12.
Oh, is that not actually happening? Oh, you asshole.
Amazing. That's
I'm
why I
going
have
to be honest. I didn't exactly remember how the last session ended because I was pretty tired by the end. I would have corrected them, but I was also like, yeah, that's probably what happened. So I just went along with it.
It sounds like it makes sense, right? Like it's.
yeah, I mean,
it's not out
no,
of the
that's the
realm.
worst
Yeah.
thing. I did
It
make
is
it
something
sound
that
like
would
it was
happen to
possible.
Yeah, it is something that would happen to them. So, you know.
Absolutely.
It was
that's-
very much like, well, yeah, the security characters weren't there to do the role, so they just whoever was trying to get you just got to you, and now it's a you problem.
Yeah, Ryloff and I were just kind of yes-anding each other repeatedly.
Yeah,
Oh, bastard.
we're pretty good at that. That's how we ended up making
Yeah.
Mirror Myth and Mirror Varder work so well.
Yeah, it's true.
Because there's a lot of private message to me. What about this? Like, you go ahead. It's like, okay.
I think
Yep.
at a point we just stopped and we just kept on going. And if you told us to stop, we'd stop, but you never did.
Yeah, no.
Exactly.
So we were like, what if we did just space this entire station? Like, this station is now our hostages. And it was like, yeah, okay. Do what we say or we kill, like, these 1,000 people.
Hello, everyone. I'm AD Springer, also known as Corbinian. This is the Electric Metropolis video game tour, and we are playing another episode of Halanak Station, a Star Trek Adventures tale. And this time, on this stardate of 60700, we look first not to the station, but to a certain little starship that could, fueled on scarcity and economics, and possibly booze. I don't know yet. What the hell's it called? Gilded Star. There we go. Haha, I remembered. Yes. So, would the captain of the SS Gilded Star like to give a... Well, it's still a captain's log, I suppose.
For a couple of gold press platinum.
Here you go. There you go. Put an emote in the chat. It's fine. In the thing, it's fine.
Okay.
Whoops, I'm not running Dune currently. There we go.
Okay, I give you 3 threat for voice, and you are running Dune.
Oh gosh darn it. Hold on, everyone. We're gonna delay again.
Yeah, so Gilded Stars, Ledger entry for Stardate 6700. There are considerable financial opportunities for the exploitation of iridium deposits on a uncontacted, or at least rarely contacted world. The indigenous population wants to procure our services to look into technology they don't understand, or a phenomenon they don't understand, which is almost certainly not something worth getting involved in, but we need the iridium, so I guess we're getting involved in Ledger.
I believe it's here. It's a 2-threat game, by the way.
feel like each one of his ledger logs needs to end with one of those like stock ticker up 1.1, down 0.2.
Damn it.
Yeah, never get involved
like
in
it.
financial markets over
That didn't
distances
work.
of light years. Someone's
Yeah,
always going to be able to get a better deal than you.
Yeah, you put all of your money in like Android futures, but by the time the money reaches the capital, the androids have already overthrown the government, and so it's completely worthless.
Uh-huh.
Android futures.
I think
And
that's just called slavery.
That's a very volatile market. That's the thing about the positronic brain. You never know which way it's going to go.
True.
there's of course Kusya. For others, since this is a special episode of the Gilded Stars venture into the system, I am not going to limit the Gilded Star to its crew support amount. That way, it gives everyone a chance to insert other members of the crew. There are some already made under support characters Gilded Star. If you want more, you'll have to make them. Or you can pull, or certain characters can be currently employed by the Gilded Star, which would fall under like miscellaneous. They're like civilian people that would be over there, or don't know if you'd employ. No, the Ramen's all doing stuff. The cadets aren't here yet. We'll deal with the cadets end of session, more or less. Yeah, there is 3 so far. I think 2, 3. We're
What does
short
the
2.
Gilded Star need?
Question.
More like, what do you want to do? Right now, there's a character with good fitness and daring, security and command. There's
In
a
terms of-
character that is.
I will be playing Alan 34235. I'm the smartest person on this ship.
Give me
Uh-huh.
psycho.
Debatable, but okay.
Yeah, I've got Yakugan. 'Cause I did them last time.
I'll reprise Dartoon then, I guess.
I don't think there's anyone science focused, and I don't think there's anyone medicine focused.
Yeah, like the
Oh, I
roles
take that
that are
back. Yakugan is kind of good at medicine, right? Because he's used to
And,
sticking
we're-
his comrades' arms back on.
And we're
Oh,
making.
Oh, actually,
the-
and Alan's actually decent at science, so just ignore everything I said.
Are we making these characters with the support character rules?
Of course, I'm good at science. I am
Yeah.
a positronic-brained android.
The answer to that question is yes, Ben. I'll create some
in
sheets
terms of
to
like
fill.
ship roles, right now there's chief engineer, con officer, and first officer. If that gives you a guideline.
I have some ideas.
Could use someone in the marketing department.
True,
I'm
actually.
thinking of doing something a little weird.
Oh, and if you want to know what kind of crew
Actual
this
child
is,
stowaway.
if you want to know what kind of crew this is, check the pin, and you'll see the things that Kusya is most concerned with, because he doesn't really care about how Starfleet really thinks about him one way or the other. That's not his driving force. He's more self-driven. And I imagine that reputation, as well as how other merchants think of Kusya, like he has a certain reputation as a good, well, not good, but like a merchant, more a merchant, less a pirate, or that sort of person. Like you're not trying to rob people. It's like no, I'm an honest merchant. I'm here to make money, but I'm not here to crush planets and cackle my way to the bank. You know.
Definitely an honest financial broker, which means I am here to rob you, but I'm going to do it within the confines of the law.
Yeah.
Right. The police are not going to help you stop me from robbing you.
Yeah.
You're a financial advisor. Got
Yes.
it.
He got his MBA from Wharton.
Oh god.
No, I said I scam people, not that I get scammed. MVA.
MPA warden. Ha.
So yeah, I'll let people. So people made their claims. There's 2 extra character sheets to fill in. Fill this in, and those characters will appear when they appear. But yeah, the Gilded Star is currently on approach to the system. The Dominion. I know that's what's the name of it. Oh, there it is. The Krillarian Dominion. Krilleran Dominion.
The krill.
How far away are we?
You're about to enter system. It's a matter of figuring out where. Okay, Talshare.
What?
Just a random
Oh,
link.
I tried to do a thing. It didn't work.
Sir, we're about to come out of hyperspace, or we're about to come out of warp. Where would you like to go, sir? Weather our orders again?
Orbit of the main world.
Understood. I remember what we're doing here, but in case anyone else forgot, what are we doing here?
All of these worlds are tiny. Which one is the main one?
Oh, I'll figure it out.
Oh god. We are gonna be
Of
a
course,
mess.
it's always the one with the water. Why is it always the one with the water? So many other elements are left ignored.
I'll call whoever it was that was in charge.
You hail the autocrat Zorak Krillar, and the large amphibian creature with its frog-like eyes and crushing claws kind of blinks slowly at you as you come into vision again.
This is Merchant Kissia of the SS Gilded Star. We are prepared to meet you. Then I'm gonna motion over to when he starts talking or whatever he's gonna say. I'm gonna motion over to someone to like mute our side.
I'll
so
hit the mute button.
Okay.
So that while this alien is like talking to us or whatever, I'll ask, who's good at science? I think it's I'll ask Alan to triangulate his location.
Of course, this should be elementary for a being such as myself.
I can't type.
I'm starting to see why this Allen unit isn't on Earth anymore.
He's abrasive.
They do not appreciate me. But one can expect very little from such bags of meat with their soft brains.
Why would anyone remain on Earth? You know, people leave for any reason.
That planet is a shithole.
See, and this is where we wish that I didn't give Alan polyalloy construction, but positronic brain.
Yeah.
Reason Science, difficulty 1, assisted by ship's sensor science.
Okay, have any focuses to throw at it? I'll give you a threat for a third. The ugly creature speaking is right there.
All right. I'll wait for the alien on the screen to finish whatever he was talking about,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll unmute it and say, "All right, we will meet you shortly," and close the call. And motion everybody to the transporter pad.
All right.
So what are we doing when we get there?
Negotiating.
Oh, I'm not very good at that.
Yep, that's why no one asked you to do it.
Yeah.
You get to stand there and look slightly menacing.
Aw, but that's what I do on every mission.
And you have lots of relevant job experience. Come on.
Yeah, what are you trying to get fired?
Oh no. I like my gig as it is. You know, it's a good hustle. Sorry, sir.
So this will require, the primary bridge party is the one that's beaming down, these 4 chuckleheads.
Yes.
I will require a control plus engineering difficulty of, you're not going to a pad, on a pad. And it looks like one of you 4 is ranging for the beam, so it's just
I was gonna ask if we had like a generic crew ability, to just have someone from the crew roll rather than the engineer trying to do it himself.
you could, yeah, actually.
So what would that stat be? Is it 10 and 3?
That would
9 and
be
2?
attribute 10 and discipline 3. Because I imagine you probably paid for a somewhat talented group of crew that rather than the rank and file spacer.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't be able to tell it from talking to any of these guys, but yes. I guess that's a tradition. I don't know if you want to try that engineering roll. It's just that it's difficulty 4 if you do it, I think.
Yeah. I mean, Alan's only one better when it comes to the attribute and discipline.
All right.
Could Alan assist by double checking the settings where he gets on the pad?
He could, yeah.
Then I'll give you momentum.
We will get there safely. Even if not, I'm unlikely to be harmed.
Such
Would it bother
astonishing
you?
confidence.
Would it bother you if your other crewmates got hurt?
I would turn off my emotion chip. Hey,
Does he
should
have
I
one
turn
to
on
start
my
with?
emotion chip?
I don't think it's going to help right now.
I mean, I could give you a
I
couple of
wanna
ideas of
know
things you
if you
could shut
do.
off. Right now, this is a. That's not a complication. Right now, this is a negotiation, not a disintegration, so the motion chip should probably stay on.
A new
Right.
scene begins as you beam down into the autocrat's palace. And I have to check something. Actually, I know what to do. You beam into the chamber, and you find yourself in a rather large space compared to your size, because this is a place meant for giants, as it were, for large, these large creatures to move around rather comfortably, even luxuriously. So it's even larger still than that. you're like children in a much wider adult space, as it were. You see a few of the local guard amble up to your position as you beam into place. But before any words are really spoken, Kusia, Gartun, and Yakugan all need to do fitness medicine tests, difficulty 1, as you find yourself having to catch your breath.
I'm going to
I've got a
spend...
13.
Hold on.
Sorry.
I'll go ahead and spend a merchant ability on, I guess, just like gas masks,
Rebreathers.
rebreathers.
Okay.
And I think Alan is immune to this.
Yeah, I mean, Alan doesn't roll because he's an android, so. So you basically bought the opportunity. So everyone has gas masks already, or breathers.
Yeah, just pass them out.
No roll then, because no one, because you kind of very quickly, as the air is hard to take in, you very quickly throw on your breathers and turn them on. That's what.
You don't know how expensive getting a Gorn-shaped gas mask was.
It's
I was gonna say something about that.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many different ways a Gordon can look, which means the gas mask has to accommodate the 15 different variations of what a Gordon could look like. It's very complicated.
No, I had to search for a token image. There's exactly one way a Gorn can look.
Ah.
There's exactly one.
What about the comics?
Sorry, I was making a joke about the fact that they look very different in Enterprise and very different again in Strange New Worlds.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
The Strange New World look, I think, is honestly really good.
Both Enterprise and Strange New Worlds are too just Velociraptor for me. But anyways.
Wait, they show up in Enterprise?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In
They're
the
on-
mirror episodes.
In the Mirror episode, yeah.
Okay.
One of the characters uses them like attack dogs, yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't a huge fan of the Enterprise one, but I do like the Strange New Worlds one.
Oh yeah, the Gorn. They're the ones who are supposedly like helped pull the or took advantage of the Defiant being pulled through.
It was just one Gorn. They had like a Gorn slave master.
So yeah, these creatures, now that you see them, they are large. They have very strong-looking bodies. They seem to be clad in some sort of metallic fabric armor. The leader in the back, the one you saw, is kind of comfortably seated upon a cushion and has a view to an ocean's landscape behind them. The two guards who walk up to, who basically step closer to you, seem to be holding some sort of firearms. They're aimed in your direction, but in that sort of guard-like, hey, you don't get to move closer sort of thing. And it looks like they're about to attack, but Zorak just kind of makes a loud noise of some kind. A loud croak sort of noise, and it doesn't really translate to anything, but they continue pointing their weapons at you in your general direction, rather, but they don't look like they're about to shoot anymore.
Can you say his name one more time?
It is Zorak.
Zorak. All right. I'll say Autocrat Zorak. I'm glad to find you comfortable, perhaps we can begin negotiations.
What is there to negotiate from here? We discussed it already in our remote communication.
Well, there's the nature of guides and any services we might need. There's the matter of the exact location and how to get there. Maybe a consideration for the amount of danger. All of these things.
Mechanically, what are you trying to get out of Jolrak here?
First to actually, take us there and show us what they're looking at from their perspective, right? Because I'm sure he could give me some coordinates, and I could just kind of like go there, but it might not be the best way to go there. It might not be the best place to see. I may not just happen upon the best place to investigate this from. So um, that and get some amount of consideration for the potential danger that will help us purchase equipment.
Give me presence command difficulty 1. It's not really a pose one. It's more you. This is just more you explaining exactly what you want and in a way that Jolrak can understand. Because there is a tech gap, so you kind of have to explain. I need this. I need that. Because that's a lot of what is that for? Why would you need that? That sort of thing. He also doesn't know your species at all, so especially any of your species. So also you're also tiny, so a lot of his gear doesn't match your body types at all.
Economics or logistics?
I could take logistics here. That makes sense for what you're asking.
Take a momentum.
Certainly.
I guess he's 2 to quash. Was it diff 1 or diff 2?
Just diff 1. It's not that. He's eager for you to go. If you're on your guys' side, if you're hearing the music changing a bit, that's because for some reason one of the songs kind of just hung for a second, so I don't know what's wrong. But yep, you quash it. The location is one moment. He makes a croaking noise again, and then you hear something like back. It's a very terse back sound. Kind of, the guards back off into what seems to be their neutral position. One of them grabs a cushion that is large enough to fit. That is large enough to fit 2 of you easily, and kind of tosses it onto the ground for you to stand or sit on at your leisure.
Oh god damn it! I was gonna come up. I gotta come up with something else then for a character, because I guess I'm not doing a doctor then. Damn it!
Oh, someone faded duck.
Sorry.
What is that cackle?
You got them from Tatooine, you see.
We're both making the same type of character with each other. Oops.
The location is on one of the far continents of my world. And as he says that, someone walks in with like a huge chart, like an actual like map on a board sort of thing with contouring and little pins. A lot of there's lots of ancillary stuff that doesn't really make any sense to you, but there is one area where there's a big colored circle, like various concentric circles on a certain area. We have detected that something has made planetfall on my world, on this continent. It would seem to have a poisonous air surrounding it, but I believe that those from the stars have powers and armor to shield themselves from the poisoned air. And within the deepest point, he grabs like a large collapsible metal stick, and he kind of extends it with a flick and kind of points to the board, to the exact center. This is the area of landfall where I think, my generals think, someone has decided to build some sort of alien base kind. We can take you by aircraft to the continent, and he taps outside all those circles here, and you will be able to we can offer you a ground effect vehicle to traverse the landscape, to approach from there. We can also provide you a map of the region, as well as a travel line.
Question: what would you guys say like the closest equivalent to like a quartermaster would be in terms of role?
A quartermaster, you actually called it.
Yeah.
Oh, is it actually in the book somewhere and I'm just not seeing it?
Probably armory officer is the closest thing, I would say. Because I don't think there's quartermaster. Actually, quartermaster. Another way to say quartermaster would be operations manager.
Huh?
Operations manager is another way to say it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, cool.
We can give you some vegetation to consume, as well as some water for your journey.
Do you know what kind of poison this ship is emitting?
It is a poisoned air that creates accursed warts upon the body that leads to rapid illness. It comes from it's similar to the mouths of the deep dark that cause sickness. The air itself is poisonous, but it is invisible.
What's the technological sophistication of this planet?
Give me insight science difficulty 2. Like, you kind of look around and try to get a gauge based on what's around you.
Cool, that's a great roll for cartoon.
Is this kind of a throne room-ish kind of place?
Kinda, yeah. It's more of a like a private office sort of area. Not really a true audience chamber. This is more where they relax, you think?
So, but looking around, what kind of Sorry, I'll let you do your roll first. Sorry to interrupt.
I'll just throw a threat. Keep going.
One threat eye. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That's 2 comps. 2 comps there. No success.
I'll just take my 4th threat, because I will simply say that to Gartoon's mind, this is pre-warp. That's obvious. That's hard no roll. But this is so alien and weird that you have no idea. Like, maybe those are slug throwers, or maybe they're like plasma cutters. You don't know. Maybe that cushion is made of certain materials you've heard of. There's all kinds of weird stuff out here. Who knows what the tech level is?
Griffin's gonna start thinking about what these people taste like then.
Probably like frogs, one hopes, but who knows?
All right.
Alan, looking around with kind of an eye to potential trade advantages, like the way the room's decorated and the stuff that's put up. What sort of materials does this room tell me these people might find valuable?
I would say insight command or insight engineering, difficulty 2.
We'll definitely go with engineering. I have a threat for 3.
So many comps. You did hit it.
Yes.
Let's take 2. It would seem that they favor. They do looking around the room. They do value pliable but durable metals like steel. You can see that in the guns they wear and the armor they hold. They seem to favor things that are light as possible, because you don't see them clad fully or anything like that. For luxury items, they seem to be favoring very breathable fabrics, or at least at this level of like, this is the leader, the autocrat's office, so it's probably the nicest stuff, one presumes.
Right.
So it looks like very breathable stuff. Lots of oceanic colors, so blues, light blues, turquoise, white, that sort of thing. And and of course you would need to make sure the things are big, because you have to consider, like, this room, even if you scale it to them, this room is exceedingly large, and they like long tapestries and long massive paintings, and huge sculptors. Like, it even surmounts their presence.
So they seem to find some value in things that are pretty easily replicatable.
Yeah, because they all this stuff is, they don't seem to.
Right.
This doesn't show the telltale signs of a replicator society.
Right. So that we can probably trade to good advantage.
For consideration, for consideration, what I'll do for Kusya, roll for me 5 challenge dice. You are. Oopsie, I didn't mean to put. You are offered. You are offered what equates to 4 opportunity for free. So it actually doesn't eat into your momentum, because it's basically opportunity cost that he's prepaying. He's offering a certain amount of money that he's willing to pay for certain goods, or cover. Like, even if you lose it, he won't care, because he's just giving it to you. He basically gives you a budget of 4 opportunity in additional goods you may want.
All right. So we have the location of the place. We have a good place to start the investigation from. Then I'll say we will be back soon with information to trade.
I am also now ready
and I'll have us beamed up.
Okay.
So we're here for iridium, right?
Yes. Right now, we could get all the iridium we want. If we pull this off, we're gonna get beneficial prices. So we'd already make a profit because we can buy it here cheap and sell it to Starfleet for more, but we're basically increasing the profit margin by doing this.
Now I just really want to give Gartoon the predatory capitalist.
Oh, literally predatory.
Yeah, exactly.
Like his whole interest in money is that
Yeah.
he can buy fun things to hunt.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's funny. Predatory capitalist.
What
So are the
species?
aliens on the planet squatting on the iridium, or are we just clearing them out for the better trade deal?
We know nothing except what they've told us about this. They failed to mention until now that they think someone landed here. The first time they talked about this, they talked about it as if they had no idea if it was a natural occurrence or if something crashed onto the planet. It's just now that they've mentioned that something landed here.
Bro, it's
But
gonna
that's
be
where
the
the
previous
iridium is,
person they
right?
sold mining
No,
rights
no,
to.
this has nothing to do with the iridium. The only the only way this is connected to iridium is that if we do this for them, they will give us beneficial prices.
So they have a problem, and we're helping them out with it for a better deal.
Yes.
Basically.
Yeah, 'cause they're gonna give a massive discount to it. 'Cause you're
Okay.
you're using your fancy star magic to solve their problem rather than them sending an expeditionary force to deal with it.
You're done
Ah,
right,
yes.
we are.
I summon atomic weaponry.
That's probably what the problem is, right? Like
Yeah.
poisoned air, to me, that's caustic gases or radiation.
Yep.
Spicy air.
Was there a role for us
Are
to
you
beam
down
up,
there,
or
or are we coming down together?
To beam up, I won't charge you anything. It's a new
Okay.
scene. I won't charge you to beam from the location you're already at.
then meet everybody on the bridge? Because I'm pretty sure there's the transporter's on the bridge on the Defiant.
There's a little room, but it's a quick walk. Like Defiants are
Okay.
very compact by design.
Then I'll say
They're only 3 decks big. Like they're not huge ships.
Gartoon, we need gonna need some protection. Let's bust out crate of those disruptors and some of those suits we got on Kronos.
With pleasure,
And
Captain.
Doctor,
Yeah.
we're looking at caustic gases or radiation, so you and Alan get together and get some scans going and decide what equipment you're gonna need and let Gartoon know.
Understood. Though the preferable choice of action would be
I will
not
say,
touch the
notably-
gas.
Notably,
Yeah.
your quartermaster is probably not on the bridge.
Because he's lost in a crate drinking. Assigned personality trait. There you go.
Uh-huh.
You're not wrong.
Oh.
Fun. Well, I'll go wrangle up. I'll go wrangle up the quartermaster then, and
Yep.
Because you can use those for opportunity to get. That's not even going to cover what we need, but it's going to cover some of it, right?
Something we'll find out. I mean, it's gas, like Eva suits, really. Ta-da!
Yeah.
Not
Like
unless it's
But
strong enough to eat
it's
through
enough
Eva
like
suits.
2 Eva suits.
You probably walk into the hold, which is presumably where the quartermaster typically shacks up, and there you see Karem with a bottle in hand, and he's going, yeah, and here, I toast, drink, it's Aldebaran whiskey.
Artun's gonna
I think
slap the bottle out of your hand. No drinking on the job. Remember?
Where's the fun in that? Life's meant to be enjoyed. Alamarain, count to 4. Alamarain, count 3 more.
I'm having flashbacks to the Hatfield.
Oh yeah,
As-
that's
yes.
the shit where literally everybody's pastime was drinking.
As yes,
Yeah.
Karem is in fact a Wadi.
And
What?
fucking
Oh,
fantastic.
the people that play that weird game.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yup.
Yeah. You and Grunk are not allowed to be in the same scene.
Yeah. Artun's going to pick you up into a standing position and see if it sticks.
Fitness con difficulty 1, you're drunk.
Oh, cool. Dope.
Am I
John
assisting?
just looks very sad because he
Yes.
knows what substance addiction is like and just feels bad for him.
Uh-huh.
Substitute. Yeah, but for Yakugan, it's like
Hey, I generated one.
what he's born for.
Don't worry, I can fix Karem real fucking fast.
So
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
it's sad to see what it turns you into, you know?
Can I assist? Okay, cool. Fantastic. That was calm.
Listen, if you make the cure so horrible that he doesn't know when to endure it again,
Yes, and to note, his focuses are inventory management, trade, and games.
Wonderful.
oh, we'll play a game all right with your liver.
Jigsaw
I'll
all
say-
of a sudden.
Oh, that's not Jigsaw. That's just biology.
Kareem successfully is able to maintain a standing position without Carton's. Well, Carton's prodding, but no real assistance.
Yeah.
I'm a... Ugh.
All out the disruptor rifles and the body armor.
Ooh, having some fun with the heavy guns.
We don't know exactly what we're going into yet, and better the hunt you're prepared for than the one you're not.
Okay. He seems to sort of shake it off a little. He's clearly been somewhat snapped back into it by the request. Oh, okay. Yeah, let me see what I can find you. Hey, can I come? Whatever. If you're breaking out the disruptor rifles and the body armor, I bet you guys are gonna have one heck of a time, and I'd hate to be left behind.
How do you feel about radiation poisoning?
I mean, rad's in the name, I guess.
Captain probably won't kill me. Count yourself in.
I mean, you're shopping this, please, so I can figure out how much opportunity I need to be charging you.
I think
Let's
before
just
we do
scan,
that,
yeah.
the two of them need to do the scans, right?
Yeah, we gotta
Ah.
determine what it is we're touching so that we can determine what it is we need to not touch it.
So what are the Allen unit and Dr. Victor Priest scanning?
I'm Dr. Priest. Let us scan these mysterious gases.
I mean, you'll scan and I'll tell you what's wrong.
That seems right. So yes, I will use the ship sensors to scan the area we've been directed to.
I'll assist him with medicine.
Reason Science, difficulty 5, assisted by Sensor Science. I will note that Alan, as he begins, like the difficulty is obvious to Alan as he begins to start, because normally this task would be maybe like difficulty 1, just unfamiliar planets. There might be some interference because of high radiation values, that sort of thing, or whatever it is that's down there. That additional scrambling indicates that there is some special material or that is causing immense interference, which isn't native to the planet, because you're able to scan the guy's palace just fine. So it's either a passive thing or it's an active sensor baffling technology of some kind.
This is some bullshit. Okay, do we have directives, boss?
Profit.
Should I give separate ones, or should I think we're covered by the admiral.
You're covered by the admiral. Actually, you're on
Yes.
subcontract with the.
Okay.
Yeah, the admiral
that mean
has
we all-
minutes to get the supplies. So, directive
That
1.
means we all have negotiation as a focus too, then, right?
It's trivia.
Yeah. just as a thing.
Yeah, so yeah, Directive 1 looks good. I will spend a determination on the Directive 1.
And
give you 4 threat and 1 momentum for 4 other dice.
As opposed to spending it on general order 1, which is the exact opposite of this.
Right.
and I'll ask if I can assist with medicine, given that was the intent here. But if things have changed to the point that that's not reasonable,
Yes, you should assist Dr. Father Priest.
yes, it's just what I assist with. That is the question.
Are you a Jesuit?
No.
You can see my confusion, Dr. Priest.
No.
I have returned.
Oh, there we go. There it is.
Wonderful.
Hi. Can Priest still assist with medicine?
Certainly
or has
can.
the situation changed? Okay. Lovely. Improvisation, question mark.
Even though he is not a member of the Society of Jesus.
You're not the only one with priests.
So confusing.
But you could use improvisation. I'll take it actually, given the high difficulty factor.
I was like, there is so much that's going to be wrong here. Alright, there you go. I can assist you. Go ahead, Alan. Make your roll.
Or else. Oh, you all benefit from having the negotiation focus because the admiral
pointed that out. I
That-
rolled too high. Tragic.
That's 5 with the determination, but it is a comp.
How'd you buy the extra dice? I didn't catch it.
Oh, 1 momentum and 4 threat.
Gotcha. Five with the complication.
We are brand new supports. We have nothing to do about that.
Oh, sensor science.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah, for the ship. That's true. We generate 1.
The ship doesn't actually have anything that helped us with that roll that we just never touched, right? So I can't see the
ablative
ship anywhere.
armor, which is native to Defiance, right? Cloaking device and improved power systems. It's a scale 3 ship. It doesn't get a lot of talents.
I just can't see any, so I couldn't,
Roll.
I can't see the ship.
Can you not see the ship?
No, 'cause you
No.
wanted me to keep it a secret, so I kept it a secret.
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
I don't.
You did. I even
think
remember
that's
you asking
true.
him.
Now you guys can see it.
Well, I want everybody but Commander Carpenter to be able to see it.
Well, too late.
Oh,
So I'm doing everyone now. I'm not doing each individual player.
Because they're likely to use some of this against me in a court of law.
I would love to use these things against you in the court of law.
So that comp still sticks, unfortunately.
Nothing I can do about it.
You notice that the area has various levels of radiation. Its intensity varying the further away you are. Like, the closer you are, the more intense it is. And it does seem to be a... it seems to be some sort of a type of gas. Get the name of that for you.
Did you say the farther away, the more it was?
Sorry. I was jumbling my
Okay.
words. The closer to the closest to the landing area, the more intense it is, and it kind of changes in character the further away you get. So it's less radioactive the further out you get. It seems to be a sort of gas that is being emitted from the unknown location. It's almost like it would be equivalent to some sort of exhaust. It's similar to the type of exhaust that is given off by primitive, or even some highly advanced warp nacelles type systems, where you're trying to dump your waste plasma and stuff like that out. Your ship, for example, is very efficient about that sort of thing. So you do emit something, but it's very minimal, has minimal impact on the environment around you. But some civilizations don't care about that sort of thing. In an emergency, you really don't care about that sort of thing. But it has... Oh, I know what I was looking for. Need which book in front of me? This book in front of me. I will say, for the complication, you don't have a you don't get an ancillary reading of the location itself. The gas seems to be masking that rather thoroughly. You know it's there and where it is, but you can't get a good read on it. But you do get a good read of the gas itself, because there's just so much of it, and you're able to double check and recheck your scan to make sure, no, that's actually what's going on. And in fact, I will say that that's what the high difficulty is. Part of it is the gas itself is giving off a lot, is kind of scattering your scanning capacity. So because of how dense it is, so it's easier to scan stuff at the outer edge, but the more central you're trying to scan, it gets a lot harder to get any sort of fidelity.
Is it dense enough where I think visibility would be affected
At
ground level?
Well, that's just it. The gas itself is invisible.
Okay.
It's just, but any scanning device would, like a tricorder, would face the same problem. Like, scanners would be completely blinkered.
It was just a question that popped up when you said dense.
Yeah. No, that's fair. So, get down there, go back to basics, use your eyes.
Here we are, Doctor. This is the type of radiation. It is probably terribly deadly to you soft-skinned biologics.
I'm gonna absolutely lose my shit if it's not harmful to us at all and only shuts down cybernetics.
I would not go into such radiation.
You don't say.
It does 3 challenge dice, vicious 2 per round you're exposed to it. So if you're not wearing some sort of EVA suit, or EVA suit gets punctured, you're now in combat rounds, and you're ticking away as the gas starts doing some rather nasty stuff to your biology.
I'm assuming while it would not harm the polyalloy construction, it would mean that Alan would come back severely radioactive if he didn't wear something.
Yeah, you'd be a walking radiation hazard.
I will take care of all of your stuff when you are gone from radiation sickness.
Aren't you just the most considerate person?
Many people have said so.
You can ask follow-up questions to that with momentum if you wish, or threat.
Yeah, I've got one. It's an invisible gas. Is it flammable?
Ooh, that's good.
Because I really wish I'd like to know that.
It does not seem to be. No, it doesn't have
good.
that property.
Is it corrosive? Like would it over time potentially eat through a protective suit?
Or Alan.
With prolonged exposure, yes.
What is prolonged?
You would basically be doing. I would do a challenge die check after at the end of a scene. So, in universe, about an hour or so, or 30 minutes to an hour, there's a chance that some corrosion damage will occur.
Okay.
What if you have a personal shield?
But then the shield gets tested first, because it would be pressing against the shield and it would fry the shield first, because it's the first barrier.
Is it an electrically charged medium?
For a threat, I'll answer.
Yeah, fair enough.
Somewhat. It isn't quite electroplasma. So it's not like super hot or anything, but one could, if it was packed or dense, like if it was confined enough under enough pressure, it could be used as a way to conduct electricity.
Right. Is it? I guess clarifying question: is it a monopool medium, or is it just have the potential?
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I'll require a definition there.
Okay. So basically, my thought here, I'll just skip to the end point here of the line of questioning. If it's able to carry a charge and has like a fairly aligned series of monopoles, then we could just repulse it away from us using an electromagnetic field. Which is significantly easier than like a full energy barrier.
I would say that you would pay for the amount of a personal shield, but you basically, instead of the personal shield acting as a defense against being shot at, it would act as a permanent repelling barrier for the gas. So long as it isn't, and it would only go off. It would only shut off if one, you shut it off, or someone shot at you with an energy weapon and it hit you. At which point, I would check it the same way I would, and if it pops, it pops.
And it would probably pop. It probably wouldn't provide any defense against energy weapons because it's not doing that.
Right. But the benefit is I don't check at the end of every scene. Hey, does it pop? It's like no. It's repelling. It's doing exactly what it's designed to do.
Yeah. So there's that for the table.
Yeah, sure. Okay, that's neat.
Okay, so
Which means we technically don't need a suit for Alan if he's just got the shield.
Right up until somebody shoots.
Well, yeah, but at that point... Ow, anyway. Plus, we can decontaminate you. Just like a big bath.
Yeah, just turn on the hose. It's not hard. Just
Worst case, we just have to
wash
replace
out
all
the
your parts.
driveway.
I will take excellent care of your stuff. So, what to modify the personal shields?
You just buy a personal shield. It's just you're buying a repelling shield instead of a personal shield.
Oh, okay.
Because that's something I imagine in universes can be a thing that's easily replicated.
Fair enough.
It's a specialized tool that you normally wouldn't walk around with, because how often would you ever use it? But, you know.
Just to ask Karam. I'm sure he can scrounge something up.
So what's your shopping list, folks? Unless there's any other
I'm
questions you wish
making
to ask. You're assembling one, I think I heard.
There any sign that the gas is expanding? Like, is the field growing, or does it seem fairly stable?
Or a thread, I'll answer.
Okie doke.
It is slowly expanding.
Whatever's there is still leaking.
Only consolation I'll offer is that no populated areas are in that field, so...
Do you want my unhinged theory now or later?
Now.
Now. So, they said aliens probably arrived, right? And they're doing whatever the fuck they're doing down there?
Right.
So if they landed with some kind of terraforming thing, and this is just the start of it.
Yeah, I was thinking that or strip mining.
You know, land in a place where it's not going to be a problem when you start it, and by the time the locals notice, it's too fucking late. There you go.
I will report to the captain.
Now that's just a conspiracy theory. Don't tell him that one.
It appears that the radiation is some sort of gaseous form, although invisible. It is corrosive. 30 minutes to an hour could be enough to create corrosion damage on equipment and suits. However, we do believe that a static electro repulsor field should be able to push it away from us using personal shields. But I would not suggest spending any more time on the surface than is absolutely necessary.
Have you compiled a general analysis of the situation?
The gas does seem to be expanding. However, the nature of the radioactive gas prevents me from being able to scan the source or the exact landing zone. Also, Dr. Priest seems to believe that this is some sort of alien terraforming construct.
I said not to tell him that part.
He did say that. But I enjoyed this. I enjoyed the conspiracy theory so much. I thought you might too.
If I had a strip for every terrible conspiracy theory the doctor had, I would be a poor merchant. I take that back. I would have one strip of latinum. There is some pretty shady things on Kronos that the doctor pointed out.
Thank you.
How will this gas
harvest your organs?
How might this gas affect transporters?
Difficulty would be the same as the scan. So diff 5.
Yeah, so I imagine we want to go in via the ground effect vehicle we were offered.
Or take one of our shuttles down and land it well away from the field's effect.
Or just
that's
walk,
probably
it's good for your health.
Appropriate. I would find it useful to have, if need be, to have Gartun and Yakagan handle any problems we encounter with the ships or the shuttle's phasers rather than our own.
That makes sense.
Also, I don't know if we would be easily able to navigate these creatures' vehicles. They are significantly larger than us. It
That
would be
much
like a
true.
child driving some sort of vehicle. Ha 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 ha.
That's, well, I mean, you get 3 children. You got one standing on the gas, one on the brakes, and then the other one could see over the top is clinging to the steering wheel.
We would need a trench coat.
That'd just be a giant blanket at that point.
A trench coat would look better. Also, it is traditional.
You're an android. What do you care for tradition?
Do not tell me what I care about, hophead.
I was gonna say, that's a weird thing for you all people to be pointing out.
I don't
I'm
take clothing
assuming-
advice from somebody with a leather fetish.
I'm assuming.
That's their skin.
I'm assuming people who have appropriate roles have appropriate kits.
Yeah.
Even though they're supporting characters.
So a doctor would have a medical kit, engineer would have engineer kit.
Okay.
I have exactly 1 bandage, a line of coke, and a card.
This crew is great. No notes.
Sorry, there's no central supply catalog. I gotta go look across 10 different books.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Maybe that'll be a big fix in 2nd D. You never know.
maybe. I doubt it, but maybe.
Yeah, inshallah.
See, the voice works. We are playing Dune.
That's the list I think is appropriate.
Yeah, GM, how much momentum would it take to ride a sandworm down?
Well, first
Yeah,
you'd have to
very
get a
fast.
sandworm from the sandworm planet, because we did find one. Transport it here, and then you could ride one.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
They're ice worms.
Do
not
we actually
sandworms.
have to pay for pistols for... Depends. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know what the cost is. I assume it's more than the 4 we have, so I'd let the GM. calculate what
Pistols
all
I
that
won't charge for. Rifles I will.
there's
we'll
only
find
2 of
2
those.
rifles.
I only bought rifles. I guess, you're all players. You can suggest if you want something different. I just only was going to suggest rifles for those who have a security of 4.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
No, yeah, that's fair. The dog's not gonna use shit. It's like, oh yeah, I've got it.
And then I thought I'd go ahead and list out those drugs because those all are the exact drugs we would need if anyone gets into trouble with breathing or radiation sickness or anything like that. Jim Hadar pistol is
Painful.
3
Yeah.
dice on top of your security, vicious 1, debilitating.
That sucks.
Yeah,
Damn.
it really does.
I just thought that he's more likely to have that than a disruptor.
Yeah, no, it makes
Why do,
sense.
why do we have disruptors instead of phasers? As a curiosity.
Because we're not Starfleet.
Phasers are common outside of Starfleet even.
Yeah, like they are the default.
But remember, we're not carrying weapons to be police, where we only get into fights when someone's trying to kill us, right? We're not pirates. We're not looking for weapons that are effective in multiple situations. We're only looking at weapons that are gonna help us put down things that are trying to kill us.
Okay, speak for yourself. I can't cauterize your leg with a disruptor. I can with a phaser.
No. Use the medical kit.
No.
So, phaser for the doctor.
That is like saying that you think the sword is better than a modern automatic rifle because you can't use an automatic rifle to butcher meat. Like, you are not using any of these pieces of equipment for their intended use case.
You can use an automatic rifle to butcher meat if you're not a coward.
God. Uh-huh. I knew. I
Now,
can't
the
say
point
anything.
is,
I
a
can't say
metal
anything
kick can
without
run out.
someone saying,
Look, while you were wasting your time with phaser training, I was studying the blade.
Oh my God.
No, it's just more that a metal kick can run out or be subjected
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
misfortunes.
I was looking at everybody's security, and I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure from what I remember, I'm gonna get rifles for Gartoon and Yakugan, and I was like, no, actually, Kareem is a better soldier than Yakugan is.
No,
Well,
Yakugan. Yakugan must have been like a loafer and like defector because I don't like his security skills abysmal.
Yakugan.
Also,
Just
you know,
on.
it's been a while since the war. Maybe he's just getting old.
Yeah,
Yakugan
he's
with Miraculous.
he's not a fighter anymore. He's got all that beer you can just drink. He sits out in the porch. There you go.
Yeah.
You only pay escalation for the first of each one you buy.
Oh, we keep having this conversation. For years we have this conversation. I keep having to re-look it up because no one knows. I have to look it up again.
No, we know. We just keep forgetting.
No, I'm very confident.
I don't believe you because I keep hearing different answers every time. Sometimes I hear it's, no, you pay opportunity every time. No, it's escalation. I know it's one or the other, and it keeps changing every time people tell me about it. Rawr.
Escalation sounds like it should be the ones.
No, I feel like this happens every time, where it's like it would make sense either way.
It
At least
totally
every
happens
other time. Yeah.
I'm gonna copy and
My
hand
vote's
the
for
darn
whatever's cheaper.
thing, 'cause I am.
Corby's all
Yeah.
irritated.
I'll admit I'm a little grouchy because I'm in a mild amount of post-exercise pain. So
What made you
I've added a
exercise?
Type 2 phaser there.
I've been going to the gym lately. So I've been every other day.
Well,
I'm
that's
in
your
like
first
a lot of pain somewhere now. So
You just sound so happy for doing it.
it's good for me. I know I should do it. I should have been doing it. So it wouldn't hurt so much if I was doing it as regularly as I should.
Yeah.
Now, don't you worry. You'll be very glad I've got this here.
Just gonna print screen a certain thing. So, to obtain one copy of that item, if they wish to obtain additional copies, they must pay the opportunity cost for each copy of that item individually. Escalation costs are not increased in this manner. Single escalation cost is paid, etc., etc. Roar. So my math's backwards. It's completely wrong, as I increased the escalation, not the opportunity.
Haha.
None of that matters because we don't have the momentum, so it's all threat anyways.
But
We
the
only have
map is
4
different.
momentum.
Yeah, but the numbers are different.
It does. It matters for your merchant ability
Oh, yeah,
and
you're
the free opportunity costs that you got from the guy who gave you extra money. Because opportunity doesn't cover escalation.
Yeah, no, I'm all I meant was that we don't have enough to cover opportunity, so it would pile over into threat anyway. But yeah, this is also right that the escalation costs and the opportunity costs are rarely the same. In fact, I think there's only 2 opportunity, 2 escalation that I'm aware of, and it's the transphasic cloak.
Yeah.
Which is totally a piece of equipment in the core book that no one uses.
It is just in the book as well. If there's stuff that's like non-standard, you might make it like a lot of the experimental gear, like the might be 2 escalation or something like that. But for general, like, because the lists aren't exhaustive. They're just, here's the variety of things that we know of in Star Trek. Here's what we think they should cost. If there's anything else kind of useful, it's opportunity 1. If it's really useful, it's opportunity 2.
Yeah, you definitely couldn't make an exhaustive list because most Star Trek episodes are, oh, we got this terrible problem no one knows how to solve. Well, but if we took the MacGuffin and we plugged it into the other MacGuffin and hit the third button on it, that would solve the whole problem.
There.
Like putting too much air in a balloon.
Souring the milk.
All right.
We're getting downright Klingon in threat level, though.
We are.
Eh.
The environment suits. I have to redo that then. Because I need to know when the opportunity runs out. I don't know how much opportunity is.
We only have access to 4.
The only downside about that, the amount of threat is we have 1 player character, and then a bunch of
Yeah.
really new supports
Yeah.
that have just got base support stuff. So
Yeah, I'm hearing complaints. I'm not hearing solutions, which is not what you were hired for.
10. Inflation is just 1.
I was hired under the assumption that you would do the thinking and we would just execute your commands.
Yeah. No, your level of education was not considered in your application. That's true.
well, his wasn't.
Okay.
I went to
Drugs.
the School of Hard Knocks, you know, and I graduated top of the class.
I have seen you shoot. This does not seem to be accurate.
You were
Neither
never a
was the
first.
shooting.
You were a 5th.
Society. No respect for veterans.
No, I got respect for them, just not for you.
So that would be.
Trying to overcome.
So. -4 from the free amount that was given to you by the autocrat. So it leaves you with 13, so 16 threat.
No, 17 minus 4. Oh, no, you're right.
I'm gonna throttle you.
We can math.
And now, back to the game.
I
You know what
can't
we didn't
math
look
too
at?
good. They never taught us that.
So, you have 5 Eva suits, 6 personal shields, disruptor rifles for Garton and Kareem. Alan and Dr. Priest have their pistols. Yakugan has their plasma pistol. You have 1 set of erythazine, coralline, dovaline, ironolin, and triox compound.
What does that do?
That all of those are for radiation, noxious gases, or problems breathing.
Right.
Because if you
I'm
jab
adding
someone
that
with
to
the
the chemical
appropriate
mix.
drug, it may just there may be no roll because you're like, I use this drug. It's like, well, you called it out. You already have a copy of it, so dunk. You jab someone with a hypospray.
Can't we just add that to the chemical mix-up of the air inside your suit?
Oh shit! Yeah,
We're
let's
just
just all go
pre-dosing.
on this mission like super high. Not like a good high.
like tripping acid high.
Why does everything
We're a
smell like
bunch of-
ozone constantly?
We're a bunch of witchers. We just drink potions constantly.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
to be
and-
fair, Priest kind of looks like he could
He's
be a witcher.
literally always on the edge of death from doing that.
I have a lot of experience with this. I can't recommend.
Oh. Oh God.
Marking who has suits.
Oh yeah, and we've broken out the rifles, but no unauthorized disintegrations.
I'll also note that Kareem still
Do you
has.
want me to shoot or not, Captain?
Kareem has the complication drunk, so all his complication for any task is increased by 1.
Heck yeah.
Oh, is he obviously drunk?
Yes.
Oh yeah. You can smell the Aldebaran whiskey on his breath.
Okay.
Everyone has shields.
It's green.
Not for the planet, for the
Do
breath.
you want me to? Just
Yeah.
Certain people have
I mean, that could probably sober him up.
yeah.
rifle.
Let's be honest, he's probably had to do it many times.
You know what? None
Rifle.
of the drugs in the science book listed are useful for rapid detox.
There's a drug for it in the show though. I would just charge the
Triox
same
would
amount.
be.
No, Triox is for when your marriage is not exactly
Right,
going
right.
well.
Yeah, but it's like hyperoxygenation.
Yeah, for fights in thin atmospheres over marital disputes.
No, that's
Uh-huh.
Umox.
I don't think Vulcans do umox.
So, your gear is either replicated into existence or retrieved from your cargo or from your replicator.
From the boxes that say in Klingon, property of the Imperial Army, do not sell.
Yeah.
I could just give him a high dose
Karen-
of caffeine and some charcoal.
Karam just cracks his fingers and says, and that's what you get when you spend 20 hours playing Inventory Management Simulator. You get that kind of efficiency.
This is what happens when Starfleet hires all the good people.
Yup.
We are all very good at our jobs. We are just eccentric.
Yeah.
Boss, do we have to worry about the Klingon army ever tracking down these boxes?
Have you ever seen a Klingon that was good at counting boxes?
Once,
They're like
once when I ate
like
him.
us in that
They're
regard.
as good as counting boxes as you are.
Yeah. I share much in common with the Klingon.
That's not a compliment.
I choose to believe it's a compliment.
How very Klingon.
We ready to go?
Yeah, let's get the shuttle prepped.
Do I detox him or just leave him?
Just leave him.
Okay.
We already spent too
The
much.
desperation in that.
What do you mean spend too much?
So I imagine you're taking like just a regular Type 7 shuttle or something like that?
Actually, can we, or do we have to take 2 shuttle pods because this is a Defiant? And they only have the tiny guys.
Oh, we can just land the ship, right?
It is small enough. It can. Defiant classes can land.
Yeah, so let's just land the Defiant. Or the Gilded
Yeah,
Star.
that works.
Not the Defiant.
Don't mind the faded D behind the Gilded Star thing.
Yeah, after Cisco moved on, they kind of fell on some hard times, and they sold us some memorabilia.
It's just a replica.
All right, what's the con roll?
Sorry. Just immensely amused by the idea of Quark or someone doing like, oh, I tell you, Defiant class. It's not a real Defiant class. It's like a Ferengi knockoff.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you can still be confident, just like the original Defiant. Someone has used its torpedo system on a civilian population.
Well, otherwise it's not authentic, really. It has to be used on at least one civilian population. The roll is, I'm going to call it Daring plus Con, difficulty 2, assisted by Engines plus Con, so you don't just bottom out into the planet, because, well, the planet isn't going to help you land, so you could, in fact, crash.
Well,
Yakugan, this is what you do.
Yeah, no, I've been great at this for almost as long as I've been alive.
All right,
All right,
technically
like
the planet
4
will
years.
catch us.
Yes, but you weren't supposed to question that part. All right, 3 threat, because who
You
cares
are
at this
10 minutes
point?
old.
Yeah. 3 years, 2 of which you've spent in Manhattan.
This ship is being flown by a fetus.
That's a good one.
The things I tolerate for income.
Plus the good old ship's engines con.
Yes, which could not be found on Yakugan's sheet, which is why I haven't rolled yet.
Glad to know Yakugan is not the ship.
He is one with the ship.
Oh God. Is that what's gonna happen next episode? Is you're gonna cut his brain out and upload it into the computer?
Can make that happen.
Totally something you could do in Traveler, not something you could do in Star Trek. As much as I'm aware.
Not with that attitude.
Oh no, I take that back. They totally did that to Spock. He just
Oh, yeah.
took his brain out.
Yeah.
Then put it back together. It's so simple.
Yeah.
A child could do it.
You mean the best episode of the original series?
That's
Yes.
not true at all.
Okay. So we're flying down to the planet.
No, I think we did.
Okay. No. Well, what I was gonna say was, can I spend that 2 momentum on having an advantage that I managed to like park us very close to the crash site, and so that if we have to make a speedy getaway, we have an advantage on getting to the ship quickly.
Sure. Like you land in an area where it's easy for someone to run there and back again.
That's as close as she's gonna get, Captain.
I'm gonna ask for Insight Science difficulty 2 from Kusia, honestly. You may realize something as the ship lands.
This is all a bad idea.
That I'm gonna
So
have
I've
to
realized
take
what the most sobering experience we have available to us is.
Did someone say
Having to step
sobering?
outside and take a deep breath.
in a moment.
Whoa.
Technically, one of the best ways to get rid of intoxication is adrenaline. So, threaten to punch him.
Or just threaten to make him sober.
Or
Not
just
even that. Everybody's continued employment is dependent on the success of this mission. If we fail, I'm gonna have to make some cuts, starting with Kareem. And I don't offer free passage back anywhere. I'm just gonna leave you here if you get fired.
No, boss, I
no.
feel pretty safe in my job because no one can fly the old girl like I can.
And don't worry, even if you do have to leave me here, I'm sure I'll find my way
Generator
back. I'm pretty good at booking passage. Have you seen my high score on Ticket to Ride?
So,
Oh my god.
not sponsored by Ticket to Ride, but hey, I'm listening. Weird crossover there. But yeah, so you realize that the corrosiveness of the atmosphere may in fact eat through the duranium of the hull if you just leave it here for a while. So you might want to have the shields up after you get away from the ship and have them drop the shields when you get closer. You want to keep that up so it's or have the or otherwise set the deflector shields to repel the gas.
Yeah, I mean, like once we walk out of the ship, I'll just like take out my little key fob and like hit the shield button.
And yeah, you can visibly see the gas get pushed back by the shield. Actually, no, you can't. It's invisible. What am I talking about?
I don't know what you're on about.
It's like you can probably feel it though. You know, you ever get in like a car on a hot day and you open the door and the hot air rushes out. It's like you're going to like we're going to be standing there and the shields go on and you feel the wave of gas fly towards you.
Except
not allowed
we
to
have
worship
shields
God
around us and we're
doctrine.
inside a suit. So if you can feel that breeze, you're already dying.
That's what, it's like.
Okay.
You might want to tell someone you feel it. It's like, hey, I feel a breeze. You do? Uh-oh. Someone get to a suit quick before he dies.
I forgot about the suit thing.
I think the best option here is that our heads-up displays in our suits make the gas just a little bit visible.
Oh yeah, and your suits are warning you rather vehemently that if you allow this, if you are exposed to this gas for longer than 24 hours, you will void the warranty.
Oh.
Also, it's
Did you
dangerous.
steal these from the Klingons?
Also-
Why are you saying that?
No, these are
Also,
Ferengi.
It's part
Oh.
of your employment agreement that you cover damaged equipment in the course of your work, so just keep that.
That
in
sounds
mind.
fake.
Do you ever get the impression that he's just making up what's in our employment agreements?
Yeah, I'm the one with the ship. I get to do that.
You really
Yeah,
don't.
yeah, but I've been doing some reading, boss, and from my understanding, value is created by the worker, not the owner. And if we simply withhold our labor, you would be doomed without us.
Oh god.
That may be the most. I'm more impressed that you understood what you read. I'm just.
Oh, I
gonna-
don't think they did.
I feel like the funny follow up to that is that they didn't.
Someone gave them access to the extranet. They've just been watching videos on their downtime.
I got the gist of it. The less I work, the more you have to listen to me.
That
None of
is
you
not at all true.
want to be reminded of why I'm second on this ship. You get me?
because you ate the last one.
And he's pretty good at eating. You could probably eat the next one too.
I think I would give you a stomach ache.
No, you just make
Maybe
the
a
hunt
toothache,
more
too.
interesting.
Can we just do the gig and we can, skip town? Getting sick of
This is the conversation while walking.
Brew is just a bunch of chuckle fucks. I love it.
Fitness con. Let's go.
I did not know there was such a thing as Beatnik Jim Hadar.
I got this. But I don't think I have a focus, so I'll give you one momentum.
my fitness con is 14, so I assume I'm doing this.
I had
Oh,
the same.
you just
one.
rolled. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I mean,
Alright.
being supporting characters, I don't think you.
Yeah,
15 is
Hell
the highest
yeah.
you could have, and I don't think I gave anyone a.
yeah. 14 is the.
Fitness.
Oh, are we all rolling?
No, Gartune.
No, we're all
Gartune has an
complicated.
11.
It does
Um,
say one leads, the rest assist. It is written right there, in fact.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm still
Uh,
drunk, aren't I?
Yeah, you're at increased complication.
Awesome.
Does Alan have to roll?
Yeah, because you're helping. This is making sure people get there in a timely manner. No one trips over anything, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Bro, I tripped over something, alright.
To succeed at cause, even if you get a 0, you can get from point A to point B. It's just you might get a little tired getting. Well, you won't get tired, but the party as a whole can get a little tired.
Okay.
got
Well, I
4
didn't
and a diff
complicate.
1.
So
So I'll clear my complication.
Yeah, fuck you too.
Yeah, I'm not leading from the front here.
Wait, it was a diff 1. Didn't we generate 3 then?
Yeah, that's why there's only
Okay.
one momentum on the board.
Only got 2 complications, so that's why we.
I caught up with the math. It was my turn to be bad at math. We have to all take a round at it. You see?
That's 5 successes, though.
2, 3, 4. Oh wait, yeah, no. So I was trying to screw.
There's 5 successes.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Darn, I was trying to rip you all off, and no one caught me.
Clear my complication. He's just like, nah.
You're gonna clear your comp.
Oh, okay. I
Once
understand.
again,
Now
we're
I understand
all
why you were
bad
mad.
at
So, yeah, we'll pay for his too.
We're all bad at math.
I mean, I knew that the entire time. I was sitting there being like, what the fuck are y'all on about?
We're bad at math. That's why we're here doing this gig instead of just taking the original profit. Like we
thought
don't.
you were
We're
just
not good
trolling
at risk
me.
analysis.
I thought y'all were like, yeah, see, we can't afford it. Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't even know.
We're just terrible at this.
Bad at math.
I love this. This is great. Everything about this is perfect.
As
Every
you
single one of us. Oh
Can,
God.
can I just say
No.
that,
no,
okay, I'm gonna say it anyway.
go ahead.
Grunk is spending this whole time in a detainment cell with like a coloring book.
There is no
Not allowed
role.
to-
He has something to do. He does not care where it's happening. Besides, he's used to holding cells. He thinks they're nice holding spaces for VIPs.
Okay, I did not want him stealing the ship accidentally.
Well, he did steal an extra crayon that he wasn't supposed to have, but your security doesn't seem to mind. It's a crayon. What's he going to do with it?
I'll have to.
It's
No,
just
no, no,
foreshadowing.
No, Karam doesn't care.
There's no way that could come back to haunt us.
Remember, Karam is the one who handles the crayon.
GM,
Yeah.
Karam eats crayons.
GM.
Yeah.
What was the color of the crayon he stole?
Purple.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine then. Actually, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Totally not a data stick. That he
So-
stole.
As you approach down the gentle incline, you can see that all the grass that you pass is dead, well and truly dead. Anything you see no wildlife of any kind. Actually, no, I take that back. Yeah, you do see the fallen corpses of various birds and other animal life that basically was caught up in the gas, and well, it's a super deadly gas to organic, so they just fell over and die. And various forms of decay, extreme decay, because it's very corrosive as well.
I'll say, Cartoon, you remember working with any environmental types that weren't in Starfleet? We might get a finder's fee here on a cleanup job.
Yeah, the FIS.
That we might. That we might.
Yeah.
And then, as you get further and further down, something seems to almost fizzle into being. You see a massive. When I say massive, this thing is like a scale 5 massive structure. It looks like a massive adjoinment of cubes that have various colors on their sides. And they seem to be, and the colors of each side seems to change at a very slow rate. It's not like a blink off, blink on. It's more of a one color, green starts phasing out of one side, and then red slowly phases into that side. Then it phases out, then yellow phases in, and it's just kind
Does
of
it
changing back and forth.
Seem like we passed through some kind of stealth field. Like if I step back 2 steps, I can't see it.
You
Or-
when you step back a little bit, you see it phase out of existence, and then when you step
Okay.
back closer, it phases back in.
What a modern hard ass Borg installation do we run into?
Oh,
Yeah,
I was going to say Sullivan.
Pretty sure I caught this on a. I saw this on a date on Trill. They build things
What?
like this. Modern art, yeah.
Ugh.
Kareem, you're pretty good at getting into places you're not supposed to be. Do you see any doors?
Kareem stares back at you drunkenly, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, he's awake.
Or is he?
I'm awake.
Okay.
What do you?
No,
he a way in or not?
believe you.
Okay, Alan,
you
you
hear
want to
the
look for the
question?
door?
Yes, I will look for the doors.
How do you look for the doors?
I'm an engineer. I know where doors are. Yeah.
Debatable.
Okay. So, are we close enough to where the sensor blinding properties of the radioactive gas are somewhat ameliorated?
No,
Just
not at
'cause
all.
We're so close. Okay. So, well then, I guess I will
I-
quickly search the building. I mean, I'm an Allen android. I can probably move pretty quickly and check for doors.
1,
Insight Engineering, difficulty 3.
Not my best.
I can do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
too
why
bad
we
you-
asked you to do it.
But then you were
And then
just
you
like,
just
yeah,
kind of zoned out
I'm
every
here.
time we talked to you. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm off my game tonight.
Apparently, you are actually drunk.
No, I'm not.
Do you want to assist?
No, I got it. Looking for doors.
Fine. I'll
Let's-
assist.
Let's see. Usually in those old school point and click adventure games, usually the hidden door's somewhere around here.
I'm going to hit you with a golf club.
I'm just
Take
done.
3.
Tree thread eye. God almighty.
I think we're killing Corbinian.
This is all it takes.
just-
I'm gonna let that
It's
right.
probably cumulative over the last 7 years. There's the door.
Found the door.
You did. You see that there is a, as you walk around the perimeter, the two of you, you're able to find that there are 2 entryways that are there we go. That are a significant distance off the ground. Like it basically you see like this huge face of the one of the cubes, and then up a certain distance there's a discoloration. And actually, I'll even speak to Kareem's species trait here. In certain games, yeah, no, that's the different part of color that indicates that's a door. That's a hint that that's what you're supposed to use. Or it could be an exhaust, but you don't see gas coming out of it. And thankfully, you're wearing a suit, and the suit is not indicating gas is emitting from those holes. So, hooray! You're not going to get a game over screen if you go in them, probably.
Well, we've got a couple options here. Got this door here and this access point here. Now, I don't know what the purpose of this second entrance is. Could be exhaust. Could lead down to a garbage disposal. Who knows? We feeling lucky. We feeling like rolling the dice.
And as Alan and Kareem are starting to come back, little emitters appear off the side of the cube facing them and start emitting energy beams. We're in combat.
Oh, yay.
I blame you for this.
You know what? Warranted.
Start returning fire?
Oh, I forgot to mention you needed to sign your life insurance policy before going on the mission. My bad.
Refresh the screen again. Oh, 20, you're killing me here.
That sounds like admission of fault. So,
Yeah, but see, the SS Gilded Star is legally registered in Okampan territory, so good luck bringing me to court.
how'd you get out there to register it?
You
That's
just
the whole
filed the
thing.
form
When-
online.
Once Voyager set up that communications relay, that's what all the good businessmen did, is shift their corporations out there for exactly this purpose.
That is a hit from one of the beams firing at Alan.
Okie dokie.
Hmm. One, two, three, four, five, 6 damage.
Brings it down to 5 for my polyalloy resistance.
And it has the intense quality, which does not kick in because I didn't roll a challenge die. Not a challenge die, a delta. You do need to roll a challenge die for your shield, though, to see if it popped.
Is this lethal or non-lethal?
It's non-lethal.
Okay,
You also, from the shield, you're gonna have some resistance
No.
as well.
No, these
Oh,
shields
yeah,
are
you're
specifically for repulsing the gas.
Right.
You're right.
So that actually brings my resistance, if it's non-lethal, up to 4.
Oh, there you go.
So 1 stress, and then I need to... Was it just a challenge die?
Yep.
Ah.
It's gone.
Am I in a suit, or did we not give me a suit?
You did not get a suit. 5 suits, 6 personal shields. Because someone was being cheap. I'm not gonna say who it is. They know who they are.
Frugal. The term is frugal.
Ghost dice.
It does, yeah.
I'll take a shot.
Pew. Which one do you shoot at? You see various emitters. About 6 of them have that are facing towards you guys.
Are there any different range bands here?
They're all essentially at medium range too, because they're up on the cube. To get closer, you'd actually have to somehow climb the side of it.
All right.
Or you could move further away if you wanted. If you wanted
Yeah,
to make it harder
yeah.
for them to shoot at you.
I will. Minor to draw the disruptor and fire.
Difficulty 2. It's been a long time since Halanak game fired a shot in anger. Well, in self-defense, actually. Anger's the wrong word.
I don't know, I'm pretty angry now.
Give me something to shoot. I will
What's
shoot it.
the range on disruptor rifles?
I usually set them all weapons at medium. Like all hand weapons at medium range.
Okay.
You generate 1 momentum from the shot. Pew.
Which I'll use to reroll.
Seven. Poof. You fire at one, and it shorts out, and then melts back into the face of the cube.
All
As you
right.
fire some pulses of disruptor energy at it.
I will spend determination on always expect the unexpected to get another action.
Go for it.
And because I have fire at will, I can make a second ranged attack without any difficulty increase.
Not that there would be, because it's a second attack. It's a free turn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you didn't swift action to do this.
Do we actually have a momentum on the table?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, I'll use that.
Uh-oh. Looks like a good old-fashioned miss.
Yep.
Does the good guys, air quotes there, want to keep? Or do you use the swift, because you haven't spent a swift action?
No, I didn't want to get that. That's why I spent determination.
Anyone else want to keep? Otherwise, it's going to them.
I think it might be worth it to keep.
Yep,
Does
sounds
anyone
good to
else
me.
have good security?
There's a couple
Yes.
of people, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then give it your best shot.
I'll keep. Let's see. What's the? Because I know you can't do area with disruptors. It's like, is there an additional target or something?
No.
You can aim,
Okay.
but yeah, you can't
Yeah,
do any settings.
cool. Right, that was a melee thing.
Yeah.
Right.
'Cause the only other way that is used phasers that areas is grenades.
Yeah. All right. In that case, I will minor action aim at that one.
Which one?
Actually, no, that one's gone. I'll go that one.
That one? Yep. Okay. Difficulty 2.
Cool. Focus on disruptors.
I don't think that applies. Because it's not a
Oh,
disruptor rifle you
yeah.
have as a focus, so no, you can have it.
All right.
Time to AD&D the Star Trek Adventures game.
Yeah. I'm rolling.
I will find where you live if you do that.
You know what, guys? It's Thaco Tuesday.
Yeah. Actually, I'll buy a third guy.
Yeah, can I grab my 10-foot pole?
It
For an
an
opportunity,
11-foot
sure.
Pole. In AD&D, it was
generate-
an 11-foot pole.
Because it needed to be longer than two.
Right, because so you could touch things that you wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It literally was. It literally was.
No, I believe you. I have not played most of the editions of D&D. I don't know what they were like.
Yeah. So generate 2. I would like to roll damage first off.
You probably should, yeah.
Probably.
Ooh,
You don't have to, though.
That's vicious.
Yep, that one
10.
blams out of existence and phases back into the cube.
And because you aimed
Yeah.
it, well, I guess you don't need to reroll damage.
Aim is reroll to hit, not to damage.
No, but you have accurate, which I mean, isn't accurate if you take the aim action, you can reroll.
No, accurate lets you
accurate-
reroll all the dice instead of just one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Normally, aim only allows you to reroll one die.
Do you wish to
All right.
swift?
I'm going to spend 2 momentum to swift.
Okay. Sounds cheesy, but go for it.
I know. Yeah. And then I will give you a threat to buy a minor action
Okay.
for aim.
Yep.
God damn it! I just accidentally exited the game.
Good job.
Thanks.
Just pull the
I'll be
Kareem.
right back then. Yeah. There we go. Back in, reopening character sheets. We're gonna not buy an additional die here because I don't want to put the GM up to 40. No, I have to buy a die. Never mind. We're putting up to 40. Buying an extra die.
Roger. You have 3 because you swifted.
Re-rolling the 20.
Okay. Well, you hit.
Still hits. Roll damage. I believe that takes out the next one, yeah.
Yep.
And I cannot buy an additional minor action, so that's my turn.
Don't worry, Gartoon. You're being shot at.
Wonderful. Love getting shot at.
That's a hit.
If I could have bought an additional minor action. If only.
That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage.
Eh?
And intense has increased the difficulty to avoid injury by 3.
Is this lethal or non-lethal?
Non-lethal.
Okay. By 3?
Yep, so a total of 5 to stay up.
Yeah, I don't think I can stay up. I think I go down here and hope that everybody else is able to finish this off.
I can finish you off, that's for sure. Easy
Give me a
target.
challenge die for your shield, though, see if it's shut off.
Will do.
It's still on.
All right.
As in,
So I reduced that by 1 from the resist for the suit.
Yep.
But I take 7 stress.
as the multicolored beam strikes you in the chest and you feel electrified and then pass out from the shock.
Yep. Cartoon is down.
Goes to good guys.
My everything security is garbage. Someone else roll.
No, Kareem, you're good at security.
Hmm?
Yeah, that's why I gave you a rifle.
No, I'm not.
Alan will try and open
No,
the
I
door.
totally misread your sheet. I don't know what sheet I had open, but you're right. I don't know why I gave you a rifle.
Yeah, you gave him a rifle. I was like, I guess he has a high security.
Because I thought I saw that he had a good security. I don't know.
Who's going? Sorry.
Alan will try and open the door that we found.
It is a significant distance off the ground. You'd have to somehow find a way to climb or jump up there.
Oh, how high off the ground is it?
A significant distance, like 15, 20 feet off the ground.
I mean, soon type.
You
Yeah.
could probably jump it, yeah.
Yeah, I'll jump up there and see if I can open the door.
So first you have to jump up there. I will call that Fitness Con difficulty 1. Because it's not for a Sung type, that's not that high a jump.
Okay.
But it is something you actually have to try to do, because you might miss.
Yeah, I'll just roll flat. Huh. Nope, can't do it.
You did jump. You jumped really high, except you jumped a little too far to the left, and you can't really course correct in the air, so wee dunk and slide along the side.
Just watch him fucking face plumps. Like, yep, this is okay. Yeah.
Would you like the swift task?
This better not be how
Grrr.
I
Take 2 threats
die.
to swift task. Let's try this again.
You take out the final thing
There
that
we
I
go.
haven't shot. Never mind.
You just made it because the difficulty was increased by 1 because of a swift task. But yeah, you made it. You jump up to as you jump up to where the little platform is, there is a moment of, you saw it was a different color, but you don't recall there being like a lip or anything. And then as you face plant, you start sliding down, and then dunk, you're stopped by some sort of invisible force field that's keeping you from sliding the rest of the way down.
Huh.
Okay. So yeah, let's see if I can get the door open.
That will require an action, which I believe your turn is done at this point.
Yeah, it is.
Well, this thing flares in a variety of colors and fires at Alan with deadly disintegrating effect.
Ooh.
Oh no.
His model number's not even in the top 30,000, so there's replacements available.
2, 3. I generate a threat. That's a little cold. God.
He's an assassin droid. It's okay to be cold when talking about.
There are billions of humans. Do you talk about human life like that?
I mean, sometimes.
The silence speaks volumes.
Not for humans, for Tim Hadar, maybe.
Oh my god.
To avoid injury, it'll cost 5. Otherwise, you're you're going to suffer a disintegrating effect.
7. Okay, so here's a weird question with this. Like, according to the polyalloy construction, don't feel pain and am entirely immune to any penalties or hindrances caused by pain. So, I mean, does technically Alan really have to go down at 5?
Yes, because it doesn't increase your avoid injury rate.
Oh, okay, that's fair enough.
Because it would call that out.
But I mean, I might argue that he should receive some relief from intense.
That's actually. I actually thought you were going to argue for intense. I'm already looking that up.
Well, that's what I'm arguing for.
Oh, the attack is designated to inflict massive harm on target, incapacitating them for more swiftly. Ooh. I need to look something up. Hold on. There's another rule that would help me explain this, because when you build NPCs, they have certain abilities, and some of them ignore pain, and that would reference certain things. And I think. No. Yes. Oh, there. Okay. I think what I'll say, just as a ruling for future things as well, for me at least, is the intents will depend on the weapon. Because if it's just like massive damage, massive damage would be vicious. If you wanted to explain it rules-wise, if I wanted to blow something up a lot, it's vicious. But if I want to make it feel intense pain, intense is what you're talking about. So yeah, I don't think intense will come into it for you because you're some type android. Because you have the talent that makes you resilient to pain.
Right. Okay, so
it's just avoid. It just costs 2 to avoid them.
Yes, then I will avoid.
Because there's literally an NPC ability called immune to pain, and it's like it's just the same thing as the polyalloy thing. It's the exact same. So I was like, oh, I'll even it. Pews have happened. Priest, Yakugan, or Kareem.
I mean, Yakugan, you're born for this.
Yeah, I don't have great stats for this, but I do have a decent gun, so let me give it a shot. Alright, yeah, why don't I target this one? And Roll20 crashed on me earlier, so I don't have the sheet pulled up. Alright, control security. I'm not gonna have a focus in it, but you have 7,000 threat, so why don't you take 3 more?
Certainly.
That's it. Now we're playing Star Trek Adventures.
That's a hit.
Okay. And Quapa.
That is enough to destroy it. Bam! It melts back into the surface as you fire a plasma bolt at it. Turn goes back to good guys, or you can swift. Because all bad guys have gone, so I can't go. It has to go to you guys again.
Yeah, I think we're fine to not swift at this point.
Yeah, he just kind of says, yeah, that's how we do it where I'm from. You mess with someone from growth vat number 2473, that's what happens to you.
I just imagine Yakugan drawn in the lower deck style and doing like the like a fist pump sort of thing. Yeah.
I still assume that's somewhere in the boroughs of New York.
Yeah, this entire crew is drawn in lower deck style.
Oh yeah.
How fucking dare you?
That would be Dr. Priest or Kareem.
Dr. Priest,
Yeah.
Dr. Fine, Dr.
Priest.
Howard, Dr. Fine.
Are you planning on getting yourself hurt?
No.
Okay, great. Because once I go, there's no helping you anymore. Okay.
Covered either
so-
way. He's doctor. He's
Yeah,
priest.
we're gonna go help Cartoon.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Daring medicine difficulty 2, I believe.
Yeah. So we have to amputate his leg. I remember. Seem to recall.
That's not the thing.
Well, you amputate his
Now,
leg.
stop
Unfortunately, his
unnecess-
suit is compromised, so
Stop
Yeah.
cutting unnecessary body parts off, or stop unnecessarily
so,
cutting body parts off.
it's called
Daring medicine.
organ leg.
Field medicine.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Difficulty
like
2, you said?
400.
A lot of
million.
profit in organ legging.
Diff 2. Yes.
Diff 2. Damn, I'm gonna give you a threat.
Yay.
Do you see anyone on this planet who needs a Gorn leg?
Not yet.
Could be like frog legs, frogs eating lizards.
Yeah.
Ooh,
so
that would be an ultimate turn of irony if it's actually the frogs that start eating Gartoon.
I think I might actually be amputating
Yeah.
his leg.
God damn it. I gotta lose a leg?
Huh. You know, wait a second.
Sure.
I might be able to directive 1. We cannot get the materials required if everyone dies here.
That's true. I'll take that.
Lovely, fantastic. I have so far rolled a crit on half of my crit fail on half of the rolls I have made. I have yet to succeed on a single roll, for that
Yeah.
matter.
No. We're gonna have to review some employment here.
Unfortunately, he's
Yeah.
unionized, so.
Yeah, see, look at that. Holy shit,
I've
that
been
is
talking too much.
No
to Yaka.
that is
success.
my luck. It's about time I got one of these characters that just can't do
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
On the plus side, you don't amputate Gartoon. On the downside, you don't wake him up either.
Yeah, it's like, stuck him with a needle. Oh shit, that's right, he's a fucking Gorn.
Like, why didn't you wake up? Right, lizard. Damn.
I needed to put like 4 times as much drugs into him than I did.
Yeah.
And you also need to have something to make it circulate faster, because naturally the circulatory system of...
Oh, yeah, no,
blooded
I've got to heat the
creatures.
syringe first. Shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Turn goes to Kareem.
Hopefully he's slightly more
Okay.
confident.
Hey, don't worry, you have a rifle for some ungodly reason.
That's why I've got the phaser. I can heat the syringe with that.
You're taking that out.
Right,
I'm
right.
going to give you a threat to minor and aim
Okay.
at one of these 2 guys here.
Actually, at that point, just put a phaser on like a real low setting and push the area to heat up Cartoon a little bit.
And then I'm going to spend a 3rd threat for a 3rd die.
Gotcha.
I'm going to reroll those 2.
That's accurate. Yep. Then you aimed. That's a hit.
2 hits.
Hold on a second. I swear every time I look at your control security, they get lower by 1 point.
That's
I
fucking
didn't
awesome.
realize
Yeah.
you had a 7 and
Yeah,
a 1.
hold on. Hold on.
I had to.
I have a
That's
better
almost
security
moving
than that.
too.
What the fuck? I've got a
had to-
12.
I had to.
Hey, when you
Because-
applied for the job, you said you know how to use a disruptor.
Does,
Did I say that?
it might have been a joke. Funny joke.
Okay, what's the base damage of the rifle?
Your mom.
It's like a 4?
3.
I believe it's 4, yeah.
4.
It's
base
4,
damage
yeah.
4.
Four challenge
Yeah,
side plus
base
your
damage
security.
So
You've got
So it's
this
5
is
challenge
accurate.
dice.
5 challenge dice. Cool.
I mean, to be fair,
Two,
the
three,
only reason he's going to be
four.
able to do anything is because he has accurate here.
Oh,
right?
and
So-
this is a
Yeah.
disruptor rifle, right?
Yeah, so vicious.
It is.
Vicious. That is enough to destroy one of them.
Yep, just barely.
See,
as-
my confidence was well placed.
Also, because he used accurate, doesn't he get a reroll on damage dice, or is that
No.
talent? That
No,
is
that's-
No, it was on the hit.
Would Kareem like the
We
swift
had this
task to destroy the
conversation.
last one before the new turn?
There's no way he hits the last one.
No, but he does shoot the one, and he just pumps his hand up and he says, "Woo!" And who says that those carnival games are rigged?
You do.
Don't worry.
I love.
The ship gets its vengeance as it fires at Kareem.
Hell
So
yeah.
it is a ship.
It is the fucking aliens.
That's
Terrifying.
it?
No,
It fires high over Kareem as Kareem did a sort of like sit on one knee shooting posture because he saw it in the game once. Thankfully, as dumb as that looks, it helped miss. Because I expected him to be standing.
Dark Souls combat roll.
Yeah.
Kareem's experience in like Star Trek, Call of Duty has made him a better soldier than Gartoon's like actual.
It's called Star Trek Hazard Team. Thank you very much.
Excuse you, I took out twice as many as Karim did.
I can't hear you over the sound of you being unconscious.
I'm going to swift task.
That was a tactical decision.
Tactical crash.
Fire again.
Please hit him this time. You have the threat to spend. Hit him.
That looks like a miss.
1 and 2. I still miss. I needed 3. 2 beams. Kareem kind of combat rolls, and that is a terrible thing to do in real life, but apparently it helps here. Goes to the good guys.
I think the fog, like this gas, is messing with their targeting sensors, and that's more effective than anything we're doing.
I'll shoot at the turret thing.
Okay.
Minor to aim.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
You're right. I'm
Good
not.
old-fashioned miss.
We are so incompetent.
Yeah. So, I intentionally went for a higher daring, and then we encountered turrets that were like up on a wall. So like,
Yeah.
what am I gonna do in melee?
Stays with the good guys. I can't go again.
Melee weapon?
Alan will open the door
How is he going to try to open the door?
With his hands.
I've got an engineering kit.
Okay, so you're going to try to pick the door open, so to speak.
Yeah.
Give me control plus engineering opposed. As you are able to find, like, as you're examining the surface of the door, you do find that you're doing it's not so much like trying to hotwire a panel or a keypad, because there isn't one. It's more finding what electrical pulse forces the door to react to what you're doing and give you enough time to kind of force it open. But it seems this facility is trying to evade that attempt. Like it's trying to fluctuate what exactly it needs to do. Like it's actively opposing you.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually say, because you're some type android, you recognize that there must be some level of sapience behind this. This is an active AI fighting you.
Fancy.
Like technically your cousin here.
Could I make contact with this AI?
You can attempt presence engineering. Difficulty of 3.
Wait. Oh my god. This is something that Karem is actually good at. I have a presence engineering of 14.
Yeah,
Well-
but you don't have, you don't have a positronic brain.
So difficulty 3, you said?
Yes.
Yeah, worth a shot. What about EPS for focus?
For talking to it?
No,
No.
that's fair.
The admiral gave you negotiation.
It's true.
Oh yeah.
I'm helpful.
I'm gonna have to give him threat though.
Oh no!
Yeah. So to take 3 threat for 4 dice. Oh, to hell with it. Take 3 more for a full mit.
Before you roll, what are you? Actually, no. Roll and I'll ask it later. It doesn't. Whether or not you roll succeed, it won't change the difficulty. Generate 1.
And 1.
So, what are you hoping to get out of the AI?
To get it to calm down and stop shooting at us, and to find out, to make contact with an intelligent being and talk to it. Try and talk it down.
You fall out of combat.
I'm heating up the syringe and trying again. With a bigger dose.
He's got one of those little creme brulee torches and just...
Yeah.
I imagine they actually do have like an auto heat feature.
Oh, sure.
Oh man.
Alan, as the combat ends, give me a challenge die roll. To see if the corrosion effect kicks in before your shield pops back on. No, you don't. The corrosive effect doesn't hit you, and your shield comes back into being. Because personal shields refresh on a new turn. And Gartoon was non-lethally hit, so Gartoon very slowly wakes up. I say we're merely stunned.
Captain, I have made contact with the intelligence in this ship. Hello, my name is Alan. Is there any response?
Define intent.
Roll 20. Roll 20 chat.
Oh, define intent. Sorry, okay.
Is this a conversation only Alan's aware of?
It's coming into his suit. Oh, not his suit, sorry. It's being broadcast to him. Alan, at his whim, could share that transmission.
Sure, I'll relay.
And it would appear on everyone's HUD on their suits.
Wait, what is it? What did you find, Alan?
We have come to investigate your presence because the outgassing from your vessel is poisoning the surrounding atmosphere and land, much to the consternation of the sentient natives who live on this planet. How long will it take? How long is your repair going to take?
Ask it if any materials or labor could speed that process up.
I'll pass that along.
Which, according to Yakugan, they're practically the same thing.
You are confusing capital with labor.
Capital is derived from labor.
Ooh,
Not that kind of capital.
ooh, wait, it's an automated system?
It means like Paris, like that kind of capital.
You should read more. This ship is apparently run by an artificial intelligence of full sentience.
Ooh, ask it if it wants to play a game.
Shut
Apparently
up.
they like that.
While it's calculating, can Alan calculate if there is potentially a way we could set up like So this is similar to like warp plasma exhaust. Is there a way we could use the ship to like suck it in, clean it, filter it, and suck it back out again? The gases.
Unless it stops,
Okay.
the
I don't know if
output
that's
is
fair.
more than your input. It's the scale of the output's too big. If you were the same scale or higher, you could do it, but you're too small.
Wait, so what scale is this thing?
5.
5.
Oh,
Thing's huge.
yeah. So we can't tow it up.
No.
Could we place external filters on its exhaust ports?
In theory, if you could find all the exhaust ports, and you'd have to fabricate all of them, I would suppose.
I mean, if it could just tell us what it's generating, we could make some kind of counter agent, probably.
Yeah, come on.
And of course, I can see what we got in the stores.
Yeah, I just hope whatever it is we might need, you didn't drink already.
You should
Speaking
not
of-
make fun of his chemical dependence. It is
Speaking
sad.
of which, you still owe me 12 liters of lubricant from your binge last week.
Ah, there. That's what.
Also, we need more medical alcohol.
Yeah.
Why are you using Saurian brandy on your knees?
Oh god. All right.
Oh, this game is freaking trip.
Yep.
We cannot do math and are not entirely sane.
Oh god.
Do not bring her into this.
Oh,
Oh jeez.
Wait,
How
wait,
much
this
time did
fucker
that
runs
save?
on. Damn.
yeah. See, the problem here is Latinum's value comes from it being unreplicatable,
Yeah.
which is a
How
problem.
much
500 liters. Holy shit.
Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot because we've seen that like a big like shipment of bars of latinum was like fit inside of a glass or something, right?
Yeah, but that whole massive pile of gold pressed latinum that Morn was trying
Yeah.
to steal or whatever, he like it was like a
He held
small
in his
vial that he
stomach.
like had inside of him.
No. It wasn't. So the amount I remember the amount we saw was a part that he paid to Quark, but
Oh,
he did
okay.
have it inside his person. Still, so
He didn't have
You could-
500 liters.
yeah, you could definitely buy a moon or more with that much latinum. I don't think we have it.
We do not have this material.
That
Perhaps
would
we
do,
could
just not that amount.
Perhaps we could mitigate the situation if you would allow us to place filters on your exhaust ports, thereby cleaning the gases as they are released. Excellent. Can you give me the exact breakdown of the gases being released? I will begin work on filters.
Well, I'll see what I have in the stores.
Ellen, give me reason, and others can assist because you are broadcasting this. Reason, engineering, difficulty. I was gonna make it 2, but I have so much threat. 3. Reason engineering difficulty 5. It gives you a readout, like it gives you data, but it's so alien what it is that it does take study to figure out exactly what kind of filtration that you could possibly fabricate that would adequately contain this.
I'm rocking a 12.
Well, Alan's the one rolling, I believe, and then everyone's assisting him.
Yeah, I got a 15.
Oh.
So can I argue for assisting with medicine?
Yes, because you want you're probably concerned about the organic damage that it does.
Yes, I want to make sure that what we change this thing to with the filters is not somehow more harmful.
Yeah.
Or, in some way still harmful.
Could I assist with insight engineering instead?
You could.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Since it sounds like part of the problem is understanding the stuff this thing is putting out.
Yeah.
Any other assists coming along?
Yeah, I'll assist.
Okay, so I'm just going to spend one one momentum for a third die then.
You're putting a lot of faith in us.
Okay, I'll spend one momentum and 2 threat for
Well,
4
hold
dice.
on. Because the ship is nearby, can we get a assist from the ship's computers?
You certainly could. Computers engineering.
So yeah, there's another one without having to
Okay.
spend for it.
Still though, I've seen how the doctor's been rolling.
I'm gonna complicate just for you.
Oh.
There it is.
Oh, I did. I thought for a second I fucking did too.
Okay, so the ship actually just hurt.
Well, we made it though. There's 5, just one complication on the board.
And it wasn't me this time.
You are able to figure out. It does take a bit of talking among yourself, checking with the computer, and the AI is doing what it can to. It explains it as simply as it can, and then that's all it can really do. So it's a lot of you trying to figure out practical solutions to the problem, because
Right.
it continues to give outlandish answers that it knows it would work, but would be prohibitive. It just wouldn't. You just couldn't do it in a reasonable amount of time. But eventually, you're able to figure out that there's a certain material that the Romulans actually make that would that you could fabricate this from. You don't have it on the Gilded Star at the moment, but you due to the Admiralty's connection to the Romulan state, you could legally source that material. But it's not something you have on hand. That's the complication. You can build it. It is affordable to build it, but you'd have to source it. You'd have to get the Romulan fleet liaison to sign off on it. Sign off on the sale.
By the time we do that, he'll be halfway through his 5-week repair.
What, by the time he signs off on it, we'll be halfway through?
No, by the time the stuff can be shipped to us.
Not if we send the Da Vinci or an FIS ship with a quantum slipstream.
That is true. That is true.
And Starfleet would probably treat this as a priority since toxic gas, sentient species, yada yada yada.
Yeah,
Although-
but we don't want Starfleet coming here.
Wait, why don't we want Starfleet coming here?
You never connect. If you're the middleman, never connect the buyer and the seller.
We could probably get an FIS merchant ship.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
we know some folks who could keep their mouths shut.
Oh, yeah, right. Never connect the buyer and the seller. Right.
All right, Shaggy.
Look, he's really good at Power Grid, all right? He knows how to do economy game.
Ask it what its primary purpose is when it's fully operational.
Okay. It says to mind your own beeswax.
I find it extraordinary unlikely that it would use terms like that.
Well, I mean, Alan's clearly acting as a translator here, too. If it said, mind your gobbledygook, you wouldn't know what the hell that meant.
Hey, I wouldn't, but hey.
It is actually temporally displaced. It is from the far future of Earth and therefore still uses archaic human phraseology. Stuck on
Really?
that.
I refer you to the no gaslighting crew members during missions clause of your contract.
When did that
I'm
one get added?
very
Because it wasn't there in
gullible.
my contract.
Yeah, so the majority of the contract you signed just says there's additional parts to this
Other
contract.
duties as assigned.
Yeah,
See, I feel like I wouldn't sign that contract.
you're here.
I have to have been shanghaied or some shit.
I mean, it was either this or DS9, and who wants to work on DS9?
This deal's getting
Insecure
worse and worse all the
contents from
time.
what is the contents and what is an unauthorized life form?
Aw.
I don't think we need to ask that question.
We do because it might help us make money.
I don't wanna.
Please.
What is my bonus structure?
I'll authorize level 2 bonus, but I'm not going any higher.
I'm directly connected with an alien artificial sentience of unknown potentiality. I suggest a bonus structure of at least 3.
Kusia really thinks for a moment. I can live with 3.
Please accept this electronic contract for stating the same and sign.
I'm going to evaluate this contract. I'm not just signing anything. That's why you are all here.
Alan, are you making any attempts to fool Kusia, or is it a very straightforward contract?
It's a very straightforward contract. It basically just puts in writing that if I do this, I'm getting a bonus structure of 3.
No roll. You're able to determine that because it's spelled out in plain language.
In plain binary? Yes. Okay, I'll sign it.
I mean, I don't speak binary, but that's what I get asterisks for.
What type of contents are you securing within?
It's like time police or something. Goes around sucking up ancient artifacts.
This is Inheritors. I'm gonna scream.
Don't worry, we have anti-inheritor technology on the Defiant. Or, sorry,
I
on
don't think
the
I'm due to
Defiant.
inherit anything on account of my whole
First
life.
Federation.
First
God,
Federation.
Fucking damn it.
That's that little group of people up there in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the
Balak?
they're
The
guy-
people right next to the.
episode of the original series with the big giant globe ship and
Yeah,
the
Balak, the
Tranya.
childlike, yeah, Tranya, yeah.
I hope you come to relish it as much as I.
Who later shows up in an episode of Strange New Worlds as a medical officer during the Klingon War.
I believe he was played by the younger brother of what's the really famous director who is Opie and
Oh yeah, he is. He's a Howard. He's Ron Howard's.
yeah, he's Ron Howard's brother.
Ask if it will dispense latinum for the location of this personnel and material.
Sorry, you're gonna have to. What do you wanted me to ask it?
Basically, if we find any of the things it's looking for in the future, will it give us latinum?
Oh,
I think
okay.
is it looking for something? I thought it was keeping its content secure.
It can do both.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I misunderstood. I thought it was going around looking for these things and taking them back. It just means it's keeping what it already has from intruders.
As far as we know, anyway.
That was my read, yeah.
Okay. Ask it if it'll give us any latinum for cultural database then.
Would you be interested in trading for cultural databases on species that we have information for?
All right. I guess let's go back to the ship.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, let it know we'll be in further contact when we have the filters made.
Alan will try to see if he can set it up where the ship and him can remain in contact and continue conversing.
Yeah, once you explain that's what you want it to do, it knows to just contact you on a certain frequency.
Okay.
It knows to transmit to you. So you guys withdraw back to the Gilded Star?
I think so.
The new scene comes and goes. Due to the roll earlier, no rolls required to get back, so you get back rather easily. Although you can opt to do a fitness con. I'll even do a fitness con difficulty 0 because the Gilded Star is at a nice landing area, so you can kind of take a nice leisurely walk up. But if you do well, you'll kind of get up to the ship a little quicker than you anticipated. You're doing like a mini hike.
Okay, generate 1.
Was there just one roll here?
One lead and the rest follow.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, you maybe have the worst fitness con of everybody.
You know what? I generated a momentum. I got 1 hit. I'm taking it.
Let's do more.
Wait, did I?
And
I'm
this-
sorry, I actually rolled Amos Ven's stats.
What is your fitness con?
Yeah, I'm figuring that out now. Fitness.
Because if it's a
It's
7 and a
10.
1.
It's the same. It's
Okay.
actually exactly the same.
That's funny.
I think that's why I rolled it, because I saw the numbers like 8 and 2, and I was like, yeah, look, that looks about right.
So yeah, you guys get back to the Gilded Star after a quick little hike up back to the Gilded Star.
I'm going to call not the Archon, the A guy. The authoritarian.
Autark?
And
Autark.
the guy and his A team.
Wasn't he
autocrat,
called
you
an
mean?
Autocrat?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
autocrat. Yeah.
See, I remembered.
Oh, before I do that, GM,
Yeah.
didn't get penalized for this last episode, so I'm not sure. Is this a despotic stellar government? Because he's called an autocrat. I should have asked
Well, it's
that
not
like
a
2 hours
stellar
ago.
government.
your
It's
actions have
fine.
yet to benefit them. You just simply talk to him.
Okay, so it is a despotic government.
Yeah.
All right.
That's why I
hey,
didn't penalize you last time, because you didn't benefit him. You were just negotiating with the guy.
So bad news, everybody. All that was wasted effort.
What?
Uh,
Why?
okay, so we would get. I think I'd get rep for helping these spacers in need, but I'm gonna get penalized for helping this autocrat.
You would I would say to you would have to greatly profit. You basically would have to rip him off to some degree to kind of curb that. Like, I'm helping you, not for you, the autocrat, I'm helping the people and the life forms here. But you'd have to rip him off somehow to kind of cut that.
Oh,
Because that's you
okay.
sticking it to the autocrat, going like, instead of just helping him like he's a guy you like. It's like, I don't want to help you, but
So
I'm
if
helping
I
the
put-
people under you, sort of thing.
If I put him in such a financial bind that he has to exploit all the people below him, I get it past it.
Well, you'll have to figure out how to balance that, yeah. That is the tricky bit of it, or just, that's your prime directive problem, I guess, when dealing with despotic governments, which there are quite a few out in the stars, most annoyingly. Actually, I will, no. Actually. No, this still counts as a stellar government. Even though he isn't warp capable, he does deal with warp capable interstellar species, so, okay, yeah, never mind.
Then I'll call him.
You see his largeness up on your view screen.
I don't get double checking, but I don't get penalized for threats. I don't think. Yeah, I don't have those like they do.
You just can't employ lethal force, allow innocent people to deal
Yeah,
dishonesty
which
with
means
them.
is
That's really
I could threaten to use torpedoes. I just can't actually use them.
Yeah, it's one thing it's one thing for a merchant to threaten you with a bad time. It's a whole other thing when you actually start shooting people, because now you stop being a merchant. Now you're just a pirate and a brigand.
All right, then I'll say glorious autocrat, I have the solution to your problem. We can stop the poison air.
Good.
Then I'm gonna come up with just a massive, stupendous sum off the back of my hand and say, it's gonna cost you this to clean up and stop.
You're looking at an opposed roll to sell him on that idea. Does any of his values kick in? You are doing what he wants you to do. Still doing the deal he wants you to do. Well, it's costing more than he wants, but that's not. And not trying to remove him, not trying to kill him. No. So I just have to buy a full mitt. My only option.
So my plan to mitigate this is to try to ask for it in a currency he can't get from industrial or mining exploitation. Basically, like Latinum or something that he could only get by interstellar trade. Like he can't just crack the whip and make more of this material appear to pay me off.
I'll add a complication to your roll, but yeah, you can totally do that.
Yeah, that's a good that's a good way of.
I'm going to ask if I can convert milestone to determination from Gray Horizons of Commerce,
Yes.
which I will spend it on. Directive 1.
Mm-hmm.
Focus and negotiation.
Yep. Who knew that was gonna be so helpful?
The Admiral, apparently.
I plan extraordinarily well.
Any chance to argue daring command instead of presence command, because I'm doing this off the cuff in a very demanding way rather than trying to.
Well, it's still your presence. You still intimidate people with presence.
Okay.
You might be able to argue control if it was
I'm not, unless arguing like intimidation and more shock. Like, I just called him up without any prep and kind of voided our deal and asking for a new deal without giving him time to consider.
You could use daring. If you do, then what it would change what he does, because that by that logic that means that you're doing something, you're reneging on the initial deal to come up with a brand new deal, and he would spend for his determination that all deals are final with the autocrat, or my word is final, that sort of idea. So I'd be spending for that. So I'd get one less die, but it'd be an automatic 2 instead. But I'd spend 2 more threats to do that, I believe. Yeah.
I'll bite.
Okay.
Because I'm an augment, so by doing this, I'm also getting an extra success.
Oh, there you go.
I also have a 12 in daring. I will go ahead and give you. I will spend the 4 momentum in 1 threat.
Oopsie.
So I'm at 8.
Right. That I rolled it. Going to spend 3 threat to reroll my dice. I'm only gonna let myself do this once. Technically, I could keep doing it by spending 3, but I'm not gonna do that because that's just cheap. I don't want to do that. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total.
He's shortcut 2.
Generate 2 momentum. As there's a lot of back and forth, and some of the back and forth is just straight as sometimes he'll offer things that makes it sound sense, but you with your augmented mind, you're able to figure out, wait a minute, if you do that, then he can find, there's a way he can finagle it that he's increasing industry to make up for that deficit. So you're trying to balance this deal in such a way that there is no other option but doing a certain interstellar trades in a certain order. So he's the one losing out, not the people under him. Not that he realizes that. Like, you keep changing the deal repeatedly, which is very frustrating to him. But it's to your end, ultimately. And eventually you're able to get him to agree to it. As he makes some low, repeated croaking noises, which you've now learned are him pondering, sort of a noise. Like a thinking noise. Eventually he waves his claw at you. Fine, fine. We'll do that.
It's going to take a few days at least. We will contact you when the problem has been solved. You can begin the credit transfer according to the contract. And I'll close the communication. I kind of look around the bridge and I say, well, what the hell? Everybody's getting bumped up one bonus level.
Bonus level 4.
Shit! God damn it!
The next plan is to call someone in the FIS who can manufacture this Romulan material, and then
We'll
I'm
trade
already
in it. They can't manufacture it themselves, but
okay, that's fine. I've already made a sizable profit from from securing the increased iridium, right?
right.
Okay. And to this episode, right? Because now I've actually fulfilled on my part.
Right.
Okay. So then, because I'm already making a significant amount of money, I'm going to direct the majority of the gains from that negotiation to the FIS middlemen, to get on their good side and to ingratiate myself with the merchants of the FIS. And then I'll take a sliver off the top of that to give everybody on the ship a bonus.
That'd be 5. So I'm gonna. So it's gonna be presence command. It would be bumped up to 5, but it's gonna be brought down by 1 because you have a lot of money to throw at this problem. So even I'm kind of buying it up. It would have started at 1 without me buying anything. I'm just gonna buy it up to 4 effectively. Assisted by comms command of the ship.
Can I give him some assistance as the trusty quartermaster?
You certainly can, because you might have stuff that's on board. Like, hey, I have a way to kind of help us with this problem. There may be extra stuff that you can part with that the ship won't miss.
I'm gonna use the stored advantage I have from last week of having an excess of iridium.
Yeah, that's what's bringing it down. I assumed you were doing that, bringing it down from 5 to 4.
Oh, I thought that was from using the funds I just got from this guy.
Oh, shoot, you're right. No, you're right. The 3, yeah, there's 2 different sources. You're right.
All right. 1 momentum on negotiation.
Yep.
Please.
I
don't fail
helped
us, shit.
just barely.
Well, you have the same source, Gus. Yes, that wasn't bad. You're short by 1 so far, though, unless the ship saves you.
And it was 1 short.
Literally 1 away.
At present, as you're negotiating, you are you're able to find people who are going to be able to source the material, but the cost is really high. So you could succeed at cost, but the downside is that you won't profit. Like you're losing some of your profit to make up that difference. You're kind of breaking even if you pay that additional cost. And it's not that, and when you talk to them, it's not them trying to skin you alive here. It's a sourcing stuff during the war is really hard to do for them. Because Romans are notorious when it comes to dealing with aliens in trade. It's like tariffs. Even the state's still like that. They're a lot less prohibitive than the old empire was, but they're still the Romulan Senate. You're not Romulan, we are sort of attitude. Unless someone else in your motley crew can find a way to find something on the ship that can shave off that little bit and get you some profit.
Does anyone have any ideas?
What's our issue?
I've already pitched in my.
We're spending too much to get the FIS out here to build the filters. Can Alan take a crack at helping by taking another look at the needed plans to try to find
An alternative?
well, just like simpler construction methods.
I was going to say
Just like
maybe
more, just use what we can get more efficiently.
maybe make an argument to the FIS that since this is so heavily helping to counter a massive environmental catastrophe, maybe they'd like to chip in something a little bit.
Well, you're
That
just
would defeat the purpose of doing this.
because then the FAS will be cut. It won't be profiting the FIS. And
Can I design a more efficient filter system, knowing now what we know?
Insight plus engineering as an assist, yeah.
Doesn't the quartermaster have a better skill with that?
He's already
Yeah, but
rolled.
He's already assisted.
Oh, okay.
I already assisted, and I succeeded at my assist.
Oh, so this is just an assist roll.
Yeah.
Okay, well, not great. Okay, could I argue for reason engineering?
You could. I was wondering if you're going to bring that up. Some type you'd be able to do the calculation quickly.
Right. There we go.
Yeah. After some quick calculations, you're able to find things that you can drop off that it seems they all seem like very small changes. One less stem bolt there, one less panel there. But with those modifications added up among the many filters you'll require, it's enough to cut down on the cost to make it profitable for you.
Excellent. This is why I deserve a higher bonus structure.
Bonus structure 5 can't. There's literally no latinum left. You can have more latinum if you can cut another 3 stem bolts from each panel.
At that point, you're just praying that the panels don't fall off. Yeah, no, you're able to negotiate something with the acquisitions person. Whether once you explain to them, no, you give them a revised list, then it's like, oh, well, yeah, it would cost this much, and it's a significantly cheaper buy. Still super expensive. This sort of thing's the only thing merchants like you could pay for, really. The average person could not afford to do this.
I guess we're sitting and waiting for them to show up with the material to build the filters then.
Well, and with that, it's my hard stop. I've already upgraded Alan, so enjoyed it. We'll see y'all next week.
See you.
GG.
And there goes the person who is going to build the filters.
And I'll actually say that he's working on that. I'll say that as an advantage that Alan's kind of is building on that. And with time, we'll succeed. I will say that you have achieved your objective. At this point, it's just a matter of building the filter, and well, that you've fixed that part of it. I was gonna end early, but you might want to get more out of this. You will have achieved you will have made this thing not lethal anymore. Because once you build the filters, it will take time for the filters to get out here, for the materials to get out here, and for them to be built. But once that's done, the radioactive gas electrogas will not be. It'll still be emitting, but it'll be filtered in such a way that's not harmful to the environment.
All right, by solving the problem that was going to cause discord between this ship and the planet, have we helped? Have we been considered to have helped them, or have we not really helped them yet? The spaceship.
You will have helped them. The ship will slowly repair itself on its own, but if you wanted to repair faster, it needed latinum to do it. Like if you wanted to be gone today, it needed that latinum. But but given time, it will eventually repair itself enough that it can leave on its own. But it had to emit the gas to do that. That was the downside.
Well,
We just don't have that much latinum laying around to give.
Yeah.
yeah. So I take it then that we just have to now wait for the rest of the materials to show up. Am I understanding that right?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna take 5, and Karen
not.
reaches into
No.
his bag.
No. I'm gonna put a hand out. Give it here.
Let me tranquilize him.
He reaches into his bag and he pulls out one of those. What are they? The Diskin cone game devices
He's gonna get high.
from that one episode of TNG.
You're. No, we are not having a 1980s anti-drug infomercial. Put it away.
And he puts it away.
So is there any way to use the iridium mining contracts to negotiate our own mining survey? To build our own mine? The underlying idea here is maybe we could set up our own mine where we give some minimal consideration to the well-being of the people living there, and that's kind of their insight into not living under an autocratic ruler.
I don't know.
I will say
We're gonna do a company town, but good. Not a thing.
A benevolent company. Well, it is the far future.
I was
Maybe
gonna
they
say.
figured out how to do it a nice way.
Yeah, you had to come from a post-scarcity socialist utopia to become the one good capitalist.
Everything's bought with Kusia bucks.
Goosey bugs. Oh God, are we just gonna end up with a mining town company store? Or are
Clearly.
we just circling all the way back around?
So I remember that the first step on the journey to post-scarcity society is full capitalism. Then you get to experience how great it is not to have a king and how terrible it is to have replaced them with Kusia. that allows you to make some societal progress.
Oh my god.
Like we're helping them on the baby steps here.
Hate this.
You're trying to inspire revolution.
You know, eventually.
Can those Kusia bucks buy a guillotine?
Kusia bucks cannot be used for sharp-bladed anti-authority weapons.
What about blunt blades?
Boo! Boo! You're supposed to sell the nooses and guillotines.
Yeah.
So you could figure out a way to do it that is feasible. And it's an extended task for you to kind of sit there and like spend, because you have a lot of time to wait, so you have time to sit there and do the math and work it out and learn about the planet a little bit and figure out who could I work with in such a way that you know you could do it and not have to sit here, because the auto success is your character retires and becomes a mining baron and they just live here, or you have to set it up in such a way that it could run without you constantly having to baby it the whole time.
I've just made a significant effort to hit all of the positive rep things. I'm not retiring.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. So I imagine your character's like, let me find a way to do this without having to just, like, live here forever.
Yeah.
Hey, look. I'd be willing to help out with this. I've gotten in a few hours of Iridium Miner Tycoon.
Oh my god.
Is that your version
I'm
of
loving
Ensign
these.
Cadet? I'm certified in that. Is I played the video game version of that.
It's the board game, thank you very much.
What?
Yup.
He's literally trying to solve the world's problem by just having played enough Transport Fever. Right.
I've never been more called out. I have never been more called out in my life.
Yeah.
That's Karem.
Help will be needed.
He is.
I'll spend one momentum
He is
on
in
economics.
elite gamer.
Say again, sorry?
One focus in economics.
Yes.
Trade focus.
Yeah.
Cool.
Can I throw in this here too?
Am I
can.
still drunk?
Oh yeah, you haven't fixed that.
God. Doctor.
I don't have any focuses, and my reason command is an 8. But can I assist anyways?
You certainly can. You might have an idea.
Oh, I have lots of ideas.
Uh,
I don't know if any of
focus in
them are good, but I
negotiation
do
or
have them.
tactics, Jam?
What was that, sorry?
Negotiation or tactics is a focus here.
Tactics, yeah.
I feel like Karem's whole thing is like the video gamer equivalent of I'm not a doctor, but I did play one on TV.
Yeah.
4 -2 resistance is 1 work.
Ugh.
All right.
Do you wish to buy more work or
Nope.
shave off any of it?
Not giving any threat.
Gotcha.
Which means we're probably going to fail at this. I'm just rolling on the off chance we succeed at it, but I'm not spending any resources. So it's I mean, we're making progress. So
Hold on a second. I would like to trigger meticulous planning on this, because this is actually what Kusia is supposed to be doing. Like, going out and setting up like a mining concern is perfectly within the outline from the meeting.
And it's a benevolent mine. You wouldn't even get in trouble for
Yeah.
it from the Federation Commerce Authority.
Yeah. So, can I figure that?
That depends if Kusia is going to tune in the Federation down the line.
no, I have sacrificed all the profit I can. If I contact Thralic, then then Starfleet now knows where the mines are.
Meticulous planning does not require me to be in contact.
I mean, that's what the GM said, though. I'd have to let you in on this.
The Federation at some point would have to be in on it, because otherwise the Federation never learns of this mine.
Carpenter is going to grill you about all of this, and she's going to be so mad when you don't tell her where you're getting this stuff from.
Although, I
Fell
will
off the back of a truck.
highlight, because I am making some assumptions about Thralic here, because I'm making assumptions from a Federation Commerce or Federation Council point of view. I'll stop one buck further. Is Thralic willing to allow things to... If this was discovered down the line, would Thralic even investigate it beyond, didn't tell me about it, didn't highlight it to me, but I'm going to leave it alone because it's all part of the plan anyway?
Huh.
Sort of a look the other way for Garrick or Cork thing. It's like, you can, because
No.
it is sus, but, you know. Don't
Like,
know.
I think she might end up signing off on this, but she wouldn't refrain from investigating it. She'd want to get all the details before signing off on something like that. So
No meticulous planning then, unfortunately.
So, we just need 2 more assists.
oh well, I could have given you that just for free.
But I'll settle for Yakugan.
What do you want? He's an augment. This is why they don't let them be in Starfleet. Man, that's such a weird
And
thing.
the Gorn.
Haven't I already rolled? Oh, this is
this
for a
is-
different task. Oh.
For
Nothing's
second
covered.
attempt.
Oh,
Hey,
boss!
Doctor, I need your help.
Yeah.
I found a loophole in the securities regulations we can exploit.
Like, that actually is a loophole. How did no one see that?
We need you to roll Reason Command.
Reason command of all things.
So funny.
Part of your...
I'm actually not bad at that at all.
Hey, might have been helpful to have you roll like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Be a comp, please.
I was busy hiding all of Karim's alcohol.
Speaking of,
You
By
mean
hiding, I'm-
Android's knee lubrication?
And the medical alcohol. It's basically just hiding all of our normal supplies that he determines that he's going to drink. Reason command. Improvisation.
yeah, I'll take it.
Hell yeah. Look at that.
That is...
The resistance.
That's no work.
All right. That's 2 attempts. Attempt number 3.
Funny. Why are we doing this?
Hey, don't worry about it. You don't even get to roll assists.
Oh wow, that is.
Well, I'll undo that one work you did.
All right. Attempt number 4. Hey, there we go. Oh
There
my
it
God.
is.
Hey, the Gorn's got a mine. So we just need those 2 more assists, and maybe we can pay off Kareem's alcohol debt.
I will waive the extended task at this point. It is not mathematically possible anymore.
Still funny.
Yeah. Yeah, you try to figure it out, and it's like, yeah, no, it's without a lot more study on the topic and a long-term mission here. You don't know how to build a mine here that you wouldn't have to just sit here and babysit the whole time. Because you'd have to deal with the autocrat, you'd have to deal with local political, the various ships that come and go, so there's different governments you'd never encountered before.
You would have to appoint someone to manage the mine who is weak-willed enough to be your secondary, but also competent enough to run the mine effectively. Which I don't know if
Just
you
kind of
currently
look over
have
at
access
Cartoon.
to
And
that
also
kind of.
savvy and also savvy enough to outmaneuver the autocrat at every turn.
Yes.
Okay, I stopped
Mhm.
looking at Cartoon. No, I just kind of throw hands up because I'm not really willing to go all in and just like, damn the torpedoes with threat. So I kind of look around and just kind of throw hands up and say, it'd be we probably don't even have to go this far. We probably could just threaten the autocrat with torpedoes, and like that would solve the problem.
Oh yeah, we don't have to go this far. We can just use threats instead. That sounds like going further.
I was really exciting. I've been reading up all about the prospectors and mining, and it sounded kind of fun.
You're really good at that, but when I hired Jim Hadar, I was really thinking like, yeah, this guy's a good shock troop. Like, if I have to make threats, he can carry through. Like,
Yeah, that's not where my heart lies anymore, sir. I'm afraid.
Okay, well,
you hired a Jemadar. Like, the fact that you managed to hire one should tell you it was effective in the first place. Like,
okay, well, yeah, you're gonna have to put some time in studying those regulations because I need you to be able to do something.
Fly the ship. Isn't that enough?
He did land a Defiant on an alien world pretty good. I'll give him that.
Okay, yeah, that's good enough to keep. I mean, it's good enough to keep the job. I don't know if it's enough for a promotion. Quarter end's coming up, and we're going to be talking about, who's ready to take the next level in leadership.
Oh no! I'm not taking. I can't do that voice. I'm not taking that bait anymore. I know what it's like to work twice as hard for a promotion you won't get.
Yeah,
that's true.
Sorry, boss. I know you really had your heart set on that mine, but none of us are Ardanans, so.
Ardanian.
I've only. You know what? We could call an Ardanian mining company. That'd probably help. But instead of doing that, why don't we? I'll walk over to the liquor cabinet, grab a couple of bottles of Saurian brandy, and come back.
That's definitely not the move, please.
Why don't we just celebrate what we've succeeded at so far while Alan fixes whatever he's fixing?
But that.
I'll drink to that.
He's gonna drink the entire bottle in one go. You're never gonna get any.
No, he gets the bottle last.
So, I know I have the hopeful ending music going. It is a mission success. Profit has been made. Oh no, joking aside, profit has been made, but an alien spacecraft has been assisted in not hurting the local people. An autocrat does not have to go into extreme measures to face a threat he is woefully in effect unable to deal with and sacrifice untold thousands upon millions to attempt to subdue a ship that he can't do. Iridium has been secured while also beggaring the autocrat significantly. And also, the First Federation is going to make a note of the spaceship Gilded Star for possible return secondary contact.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Though with the 34th threat on the table, this sort of massive trade and train of ships that will be coming out from the dark may face difficulties heading to Halanak Station. But for now, that is not the merchant's problem. That is a problem for the Admiral, or possibly the merchant again in the future. For now, that is the end of the mission. For everyone watching, thank you very much for watching. For those of you playing, thank you very much for playing. And next time, we will see what terrible things are happening in Romulan space. Everyone has a good one.
Okay.
Bye.
Smiley face.
Uche, you better not make this my fucking problem.
Well, I mean, listen, I know a way to make piracy not your problem. You just send Kusi out there where the pirates are. They try to kill him, he kills them. No more pirates.
That was
Or
great.
he comes
Sure,
back
we'll take
leading
it.
a pirate fleet. That is two ways that ends.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I can lead a pirate fleet. I mean, looking around at the people I could make captains, it's not a deep roster.
Well, no, you'd take over an existing one, so you're just like,
Subcontract a pirate fleet.
Yeah, I
if
don't,
anyone
I
could,
don't know
like,
if pirate fleets respond well to hostile takeovers. It kind of goes against like the whole anti-authority thing.
no, it's definitely happened.
Yeah, I mean, pirates generally live by bigger gun diplomacy.
Yeah, I guess